Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Judge Wolf of Tabletop Anthologies, and it is another glorious day in the Corps. Day in the Marine Corps is like a day on the farm. Every meal's a banquet. Every paycheck a fortune. Every formation a parade. I love the Corps. And speaking of formations, we have the Marines of the 13th Space Expeditionary Unit in formation, awaiting the commander of the base on Hades Prime. The Marines are stationed out as a part of the 13th Space Expeditionary Unit, known as the Unlucky Few, on a planet out in the frontier. Very small planet, but it's necessary. The Space Expeditionary Unit was created, or these units were created once LV-426's accident occurred, and there was a need for Marines to be able to deploy rapidly to investigate any loss of contact with frontier elements. And so the Space Expeditionary Units are often looked down upon as places for the those who can't function in normal platoons go to. It's also looked at as an honor for depending on who you join. The 13th has already seen action on our normal channel, Tabletop Anthologies. They have done a couple of things, which we'll talk about here in a minute. But as of right now, the Lieutenant Cook has turned towards Sergeant Solaris, played by Hermes, and says, "Call the platoon to order, Sergeant."
Marines, line it up. Come to attention. Out 10.
And Sergeant Solaris, the base commander, a colonel, walks up to you. And so before he says anything, Hermes, why don't you go ahead and tell us just a little bit about Sergeant Solaris?
Sergeant Solaris has been around the block a little bit, but he's one of those diehard Marines. He lives, breathes, eats, and sleeps the Marine Corps day in and day out. Every meal is a banquet for this gentleman here in the Corps. His primary life is completely 100% Marine Corps oriented, and it is all he thinks about. His squad is always put number one, and he's looking forward to handling this gang of misfits again. So,
with the platoon called to order, the colonel walks up to Sergeant Solaris, and Lieutenant Cook begins reading from a warrant. Says, "The United Americas, to all who shall see these presents, greetings. This is to certify that the President of the United Americas, pursuant to the authority vested in him by Congress, has awarded the Purple Heart, established by General George Washington at Newburgh, New York, August 7th, 1782, to one Sergeant Solaris, for military merit and for wounds received in action, resulting in his arm being damaged, given under my hand in the city of Washington this 11th day of March 2180. Signed," and then he kind of stands back. The colonel pins on a Purple Heart onto your camouflage utilities, shakes your hand, thanks you for your service.
Thank you, sir.
The colonel and the lieutenant then move over towards, at the time, PFC Shepard. PFC Shepard is being played by Jeremy. Jeremy, if you'd tell us just a little bit about PFC Shepard.
Sure. Casey Shepard comes from a small colony. He's a family man, has a wife and 2 kids. And he actually specifically sought out the 13th when he enlisted and requested it, which was an odd choice given it is sort of like something you don't usually want to be in, sort of a lowly job. But he was looking for something that was low risk. He could just do his time, earn some skills to make a living afterward after leaving the Corps, and get back to his family in one piece.
So as the colonel walks up to PFC Shepard, Lieutenant Cook begins to read off of warrants. Says, "To all shall see these presents, greetings. Know ye that we are reposing special trust and confidence in the fidelity and abilities of one PFC Shepard. I do appoint this Marine a Lance Corporal in the United Colonial Marine Corps, to rank as such of this first day of March 2180. This appointee will therefore carefully and diligently discharge the duties of the grade to which appointed by doing and performing all manners there within, and I do strictly charge and require all personnel of lesser grade to render obedience and to appropriate orders." And this appointee is to observe and follow said such orders and directions as may be given from time to time by superiors in according to the rules and articles governing the discipline of the armed forces of the United America. Signed under my hand, yada, yada, yada. So the colonel pulls off your PFC chevrons, puts on the Lance Corporal chevrons. The minute that he turns around, Lieutenant Cook slams the pins that are in your collar into your shoulders, causing just a little bit of pain, but something to remember your new rank by. And so the colonel turns around and says, Marines, you have all been awarded the Meritorious Unit Citation for your acts of valor in retrieving the Weyland-Yutani vessel, as well as the rescuing of the Marine during your bug hunt up north. So he begins to pin on the Meritorious Unit Citations. The first person he walks up to is Pfc Dolmatov, played by our very own Alpha Wolf Zero. Alpha Wolf Zero, if you tell us a little bit about Pfc Dolmatov.
Dolmatov is a Bulgarian American, actually, and he's a big guy. He's a brute. He is kind of a meathead and jarhead, especially, and he goes headfirst into battle, and he's a heavy gunner. So
the next in line is PFC Daniels, played by Anthony, our very own at TTA. Anthony, why don't you tell us a little bit about PFC Daniels as he gets pinned with his Meritorious Unit Citation?
So Lance Daniels, he's a bit of a cocky guy, but he's definitely true to himself and others. He tries to be as genuine as possible, and sometimes that leads him to getting into more trouble than what it's worth, especially with him running his mouth at the sergeant. But all in all, he's there to make sure that everyone keeps it together, and he wants to make sure that nobody loses their minds.
So the colonel shakes your hand, pins you, moves on over to PFC Davis, played by Tabletop Anthologies, Severian. PFC Davis, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So PFC Roland Davis is the squad sniper, and he's a cocky bastard. He's that's only because he knows he's the best marksman, the best shot within 100 parsecs of here. So, no offense to these other grunts, but he's been in the Corps for roughly a decade now, and he's seen some shit.
So the colonel pins you, shakes your hand, moves on over to PFC Lorca. Kind of looks you up and down for a minute, and the Lieutenant Cook says he's new. He wasn't part of the action. And the colonel kind of nods and turns around. So as the colonel basically ignores PFC Lorca, played by our very own Dionysus. Dionysus, why don't you tell us a little bit about our newest arrival for the 13th?
Your newest arrival, PFC Lorca. He is the point man. He takes pride in his job, which kind of what actually got him sent to this unit. It wasn't a volunteer thing. Like I said, he takes it very seriously, and there were some mishaps on a few previous missions and that position, and he took care of it in a way he thought fit. The brass didn't like that, so here we are.
And so the lieutenant salutes the colonel. Colonel walks off, and the lieutenant turns around and says, Sergeant, as nice as this is, and it was great to recognize the efforts of you and your men, you need to report to the briefing room. We just got a call right before this that you all have a new mission ahead of you. So head on over to the briefing room. I'll be there presently.
Marines, fall out.
And so, the Boulder Wall base is pretty small. It doesn't take you long to get to the briefing room. And inside of there is a man dressed in a suit. He has nice, very well done hair. He wears round glasses. His suit is pressed very nice and neat. And Cook walks in, kind of gives him a nod, and then sits down at the table, waits for everyone to file in. And he looks to the guy and he says, once the Marines are there, he's like, Marines, let me introduce you to a Weyland-Yutani representative by the name of Martin Baker. He can kind of explain the situation. And so Martin Baker walks up and he kind of wrings his hands a little bit. He looks a little nervous and finally starts speaking. He says, I don't need to explain this any further, then everything in this room is highest of top secret clearance. Many of you probably couldn't even get the clearance that's required to hear this information, but you are the closest units with the capabilities to respond to the situation. Understand that any breaking of the security clearance here can result in a memory wipe. So just be aware of that. Let me go ahead and show you a little something here. So I'm going to go ahead and put us over to our other map screen. Prepare yourselves. Just so you see.
Zoop.
Zoop. And I'm going to share a orbital documents. Okay. Show to players. So he pulls up on a screen an outline of an orbital, and he says this orbital belongs to a private citizen by the name of Uma Filchis. Uma Filchis just happened to be lucky in all of the projects that she's backed. She's not a Weyland-Yutani representative, although the base itself, or excuse me, the orbital itself was built by Weyland-Yutani. It's essentially is known by its colloquial name, which is Sin City. Uma developed this place in order to act as a middle ground for all of the companies represented throughout, our areas, and with the UPP as well, Three World Empire, and all of the companies that have any type of stake in anything. It's a place for them to meet, a place for them to host things, and a place for them to do things where they can feel free to meet without the prying eyes of government. And so, essentially, it's a neutral ground. There's a couple of issues about this, though. Number one, it's in unclaimed territory. And so it's kind of borders in between some of the frontier areas and some of the UPP areas. So we equipped it essentially with military grade weaponry as well as armor, which means that it can be an excellent staging point for the UPP to take first and then move into frontier areas that are owned by the UA and Weyland-Yutani and other areas. One of the other unique things about it is a reactor. It orbits a gas giant that has an atmosphere that is rich in both helium and lithium, both of which are components of a cold fusion reactor. The system has an automated setup where it has drones that go into and basically scoop up the required materials from the atmosphere and then pilot back to the reactor. This makes it a wonderful opportunity for the UPP and an excellent staging ground for them. So we lost contact with the station 2 weeks ago. And we believe, based on what we saw from last contact from the station, that the UPP has invaded and taken it over. We need the 13th SEU to go out there, assess the situation, and if the UPP has boarded the station, to eliminate the threat.
Wow, I feel so special being privileged to this information.
I'm sure you do, Private.
All right. How long is the sleep?
You're looking at probably a 2-week trip.
2-week trip. When did they wake us up? How many days before?
You'll be, that's up to your lieutenant. Cook just says, he's like, you'll get woke up probably 2 days out.
Imagine that.
That's enough time to put on my makeup, sir.
He had a nice little nap for us.
So Cook's just kind of sitting there, like, just closing his eyes. So,
Plenty
gentlemen,
of time to pump the iron.
Why don't we just nuke the orbital from orbit?
That would be a considerable loss to Miss Vilchis, and Weyland-Yutani has a considerable backing on the station. The Again, it's a neutral area, and there are civilians on board.
So, in other words, Daniel, the Marines are cheaper.
Oh, yeah,
All right,
we're
Marines,
expendable.
lock it up.
So,
How many civilians are we talking? Was this open for business when it went dark?
So the nice thing is that the registry is kept very strict on who's able to go there and who's not. Transpo is done from another station. At last call, we had roughly 22 security individuals on there. There was approximately 25 guests, 3 to 5 humans as staff, and the station is mostly run by droids. There was approximately 20 to 30 droids on there. They are all 3-lulled, which is why there's such a considerable security presence there.
We have any idea how many UPP insurgents there are?
No idea. I will tell you that the last con check stated that there was no ships inbound in the area. If there was a large UPP force, we would expect that the station would have been able to register a warship coming into the sector.
Does this have anything to do with our last mission, sir?
The Wayland Yutani rep kind of shrugs his shoulders, and Cook says, "It's like there's a good chance it is, Sergeant. We are the closest to the station, which means it's kind of in our AO. That ship got hijacked in our AO. There's a good chance that all this is overlapping, and it could be a push for the UPP to start up some shit with the UA."
All right. I assume the innocent are a priority.
So the Wayland Yutani rep kind of looks a little kind of like shaky. And Cook says, "Yeah, of course, Sergeant. You know, our first and always our major priority is the preservation of life, including your own. Secondary goals here are to preserve the assets, given that it could be a possible staging ground for UA if they need to basically use the station as a jump off point if things are going to go from cold to hot."
So it's all about the assets then. Okay.
Always is, Dolmatov.
Expendable. Welcome to the game.
If we find that the station is totally lost and we can't retake it, are we authorized to self-destruct?
So the Wayland Yutani rep looks extremely nervous whenever you say that, and he looks at Cook, and Cook says, "If that comes, I'll make the decision on whether or not to take it out." Good question, Shepard, but just let me handle the decision whether or not to nuke it.
What kind of inventory are we looking at bringing in?
I'm sorry, say that again.
What kind of weapons and inventory are we allowed?
You have free reign of the armory here.
You're good.
Be advised, though, I am going to kind of warn you off. So this is Cook talking. He says, I am going to warn you off a little bit from using explosives on board. You do whatever you got to do, but remember, you are in a station, right? You are in an armored can that is protecting you from vacuum. Let's try and not breach that. We don't know what kind of security systems there are and what kind of lockdown systems could happen if there's a hull breach. So just be wary of using explosives on board. Other than that, the standard light armor piercing rounds that you have should not penetrate the hull. It is military grade. So flame units, Dolmatov, your M56 is up for grabs if you want to use it. M41s, standard equipment.
Never leave home without it.
Rules of engagement open, sir?
Standard rules of engagement based on the Geneva Convention. If it is UPP, we would like some prisoners if you could take them. If not, then wax them. I don't give a shit. Civilians, try and make sure that you get all of the civilians out if possible. Yeah. If you haven't kept up on your rules of engagement, that got removed from the old ROE. So feel free to make some crispy cosmonauts.
Right.
Should we start
Somebody else bring
talking
the beer.
about points of entry?
Yeah, I agree.
All right, gentlemen. Let's before we get to that, Wayland Yutani, you're free to go. Cook kind of like sits back after the Wayland Yutani guy leaves, and he looks at you all and he's like, "We need to get aboard the Mattis, and we need to get out there. We can start talking about points of entry once we get in sight. We kind of scan the area because it's all going to be for nothing if there's a freaking UPP warship just sitting there waiting for us. Remember, our ship is not meant for combat; it's meant for stealth insertions, and that's it. So once we pull in to the area, then we can start talking about points of insertion. All right, I wanted that rep out of here because you never know with these pieces of shit."
Wanted to make it a point that Dolmatov, as the representative, walks out, spits on the floor, and just goes about his business.
He seems used to it. No big surprise for him. So,
Well,
any other last questions, Marines, before we load up and head on to the ship?
I've got none, sir.
Got my slippers.
All right, get your weapons, hit the armory. Let's move out.
Do this.
You got it, Sarge.
So you all load up onto the Mattis, head down for cold sleep. It's a pretty standard trip. You wake up, the ship isn't on fire or anything, which is nice. Remember that the Mattis is all about stealth insertions, right? There's very little weaponry on it. There you have the Mohawk dropship, which has its umbilical that's able to attach to exterior stuff. I've also, just in case you need it, if you have any questions about possibilities with the Mohawk gunship, I've created a kind of equipment roster for it. Let me go ahead and share that. Okay, so that'll be underneath of your journal entries if you need to access it later. So you wake up 2 days prior to arriving to the station, and already you can see this giant green orb floating around in the dark. It's brilliant against the blackness of space. And I should have just did show to players. It should have worked. Sorry, let me fix that real quick. Orbital document.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt, but if you just do show to players, it doesn't change the permissions permanently.
Okay, observer. There you go. You guys are all now observers on that. Let me set up the station document in case you need to see that. By the way, we're using Foundry now, and I absolutely love it. So you can see from the viewport this giant orb of just green. So before we start talking about how you're going to approach the station, Solaris, why don't we start with you telling me about what your 2-day wake up kind of has been? What have you been up to?
The 2-day wake up?
Yeah, you've been asleep for a week and a half. Now you are getting woke up and getting saddled up and ready to go. Tell me what you've been up to.
Well, I have been making sure that everybody is ready to roll. In fact, the first day we had multiple PT sessions just to get our muscles up and moving again. And we did a couple of opportunities where we checked our gear out, secured our gear, went over a couple of drills, simple drills, which my guys are all aware of, and a little bit of downtime. The second day is going to be all of us are going to be wired tight, so no bullshit.
Shepard, what have you been up to since you woke up?
Well, right after we got out of hypersleep, would have done standard checkups on everybody, make sure everybody got out of hypersleep okay, no sickness, no lingering side effects. And then I probably would have just done my usual pre-mission relaxation ritual, just staying in my bunk reading old sci-fi novels.
Okay. Daniels, how's your wake up been? You been snarky?
Actually, my head hurts. I don't want anybody to fuck with me right now. I'm in a bad mood. I'm kind of grouchy. I hate hypersleep, so I'm just getting up, moving around, looking for a quick snack, but realized that I'm too sick to even eat anything right now, so not having a good time.
Okay, and let's see here. Davis.
Well, Davis probably smuggled in a flask of whiskey, if possible, to add into his coffee after hypersleep. That's his little home remedy to knock out the hypersleep drowsiness. Otherwise, just, playing some cards when he can and really hating the PT sessions.
Dolmatov?
Oh, Dolmatov is loving the PT sessions, and he's definitely probably pumping some iron, trying to keep his muscles in tip-top shape. And all the while, he's nudging Daniels over there. But I keep up, Daniels. Come on, let's go. And just trying to encourage him to get a little bit further, but also lightly banter and teasing him.
And finally, Lorca, what are you up to waking up here?
Well, once I'm awake, I don't know anybody, so my go-to kill for anxiety is to fuck with everyone. So I find ways to mess with people. I see my buddy Dolmatov here in the gym, and he's pumping iron. And normally 90% of my characters do that. But this time I just make fun of him and walk away. In extra downtime, I actually make sure my weapon's on point. It's clean. And that's really about it. Fuck the PT sessions, but when we actually do the drills, I'm a different person.
What do you mean blue screen? I don't know what that means.
My computer crashed.
Oh.
That's why I'm here.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah, I was wondering why the cameras were jittering. It was because, okay, cool. Glad wow, that was quick to get back.
SSD, baby.
So, again, you're approaching the station, and you can't even see it. It's a small speck compared to this giant orb that's just in... It's so big that it's borderline should have been a star, but it just didn't have enough central gravity in order to get that to happen. And so Cook's kind of looking at the sensors. You have your Bishop unit there who's kind of guiding the ship. And you have a Mother 9000 system kind of keeping track of everything. And Cook's looking at the sensors, and he kind of shakes his head, and he's like, I don't have any UPP ships. The station is there. We're going to have to get closer to get a readout. Do you want to... I'm leaving it up to you, Sergeant. Do you want to wait until we get a full readout on the station before you start planning, or...
If I can get a readout on the station without giving ourselves away, then yes, let's do that. I don't want to jump into something blind.
So as long as they don't know we're coming, we should be fine. So it's probably another 12 hours before the ship starts to get close, and you can start to see the station. It's pretty big for a civilian station. There's no ships around it, and it looks like it has power. And Cook kind of is looking at, he gets everybody back into there, and he kind of looks down at the readouts, and he's like, okay, we're going to start doing active scans now. And as soon as that active scan hits, alarms start going off throughout the ship. The target lock. So something's got a target lock on the Mattis. And Cook kind of looks like kind of freaked out, and he's like, Sergeant, get your men down to the Mohawk now.
Men, light it up. Let's move. Move it out.
So Bishop extricates himself and starts heading out too, and Cook kind of sits down in the spot, and yeah, sure enough, you can hear alarms that there's missiles inbound. There are already missiles inbound. What are you doing?
Shit. We are getting our weapons and getting on the Mohawk for an immediate launch.
Yep. Grab my gear and double time it.
Yep.
Kick the tires and light the fires, boys.
Yep.
So you rush down to the Mohawk. Everything's pretty much been prepped and ready. You've had 2 days to get everything ready. Bishop gets on board and kind of sits down and starts maneuvering things around. And he looks back to make sure everybody's tied in. And then, he very casually is like, this is Bishop Unit 13XM1. We are disembarking from the Mattis. And so everything goes silent for a minute as the ship just drops dead into space. And then Bishop you can feel the ship moving due to the changes in thrust. But based on what Bishop's perspective is, you have no idea what's happening until you start to hear a pattering on the ship. There's a brief alarm, and then it kicks off. And Bishop says over the comms, he's like, Sergeant Solaris, be advised, we are currently under attack by the station's railguns. The only landing point that I can see that'll provide us cover is the the landing boom on the ring of the station. Please prepare your men for disembarkation. Would you like me to dock there and remain, or would you prefer me to engage the Mohawk's umbilical?
I want you to land there, dust off, engage the umbilica as you can. What's the ETA to on point?
You have roughly 2 minutes, as long as we are not taken out by the station's anti-ship equipment.
Well, we're not going to get taken out, Bishop, because I got every bit of confidence in your flying. Men, assemblies in 2 minutes. Lock it up. Let's move. As soon as those drawers, as soon as your landing gear hit there, Bishop, you drop those doors, we're going to move. Gentlemen, I want covering fire if it immediately come under fire. So this isn't your first round. You know what to do.
Give me 1 second here. Daniels, Roland, Theodore, Sergeant. So the ship starts to shake as more of these rounds are coming by it. You can feel Bishop kind of turning it around left and right. And he doesn't really give any indication that, life is, in danger right now. And then there's this solid thunk as the Mohawk lands on the boarding boom for the... That's weird. I'll try and fix it while you guys are doing this. And there's a grinding of metal as the umbilical kind of ratchets its way down through the boarding dock and opens up to very strangely kind of like elevator music. And you are able to deploy. So you should now be loaded up onto... Are you guys loading still?
Yeah.
Yep, 90%. 90%. Game's paused also.
Yep, I got you. So you should be able to see your characters now, hopefully. Give me 1 second while I...
Yes.
Oops. Yeah, and... sorry, 1 second. I need to set that. There we go. Okay.
All right. Loaded in.
All right. So now you should be loaded in. The umbilical cord, the umbilical docking... I'm sorry, the docking bay for this station is a very long bit. It can actually take in full ships. And you landed kind of like right in the middle of it. And normally what happens is that the station has a security checkpoint where all bags are scanned and everybody is scanned as they go through. Go ahead and get into your deployment, how you want to deploy.
All right, man. Same as always. Dolmatov, I want you lead. Daniels,
Yes, sir.
I want you on that right flank. Teddy Bear, I want you on that left flank. The rest of us hold middle. And Shepard, you bring up the rear. We move together.
Hold on. Shepard's not registering. It's over. You gotta zoom out and then come down. Like it's over on the far right, Shepard.
Yeah, I have a little window of... It's like a little triangle of visibility, but I don't see my character or any of the other characters. But I see like a little tiled floor, like in a triangle cone looking.
Yeah, click your token and move it around so you get vision.
Okay, so it just opened up to like a big rectangle of a room, but I still don't have any tokens on my screen.
All right, hold on.
Maybe I'll just try reloading.
No. Hold on. Configure players. And let's see here. Save and return. Give it me 1 second here while I figure that out. All right, where'd you go? Everyone, please stop moving around until I get this situated, because it's like I'm trying to click on stuff here. Let's see here. Casey Shepard. Let's try and configure permissions. No, it should have you as the owner. Okay.
Yeah, I could see myself fine on the previous screen. It was only once this new one loaded that I couldn't see any tokens.
Okay.
Did you try refreshing?
Would you like me to try that?
Yeah, go ahead and do a refresh.
All right, doing that now.
Yeah, because you should be able to see, like, I'm going
Through
through.
your vision, and I can see everybody.
Yeah, that fixed it.
Okay, cool. Fantastic. All right, Lorca, you checking the old motion tracker?
Yeah, that's up.
You're really quiet for some reason.
Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah, you're really quiet.
Like super quiet.
Just yell really loud.
Just yell the entire time. It'll be great.
Yeah. Registering in my audio settings. Fine.
Okay. Well, I guess we just roll with it then. So go ahead and do a power check. So if you go to your sheets, there'll be a little supply roll kind of looking thing. It's looks like a umbrella with a box underneath of it. Roll that first. On the first sheet. There you go. Oh, God.
Gorman.
So you immediately, as you guys come out, you start to register pings on the motion tracker, and you should be able to see them on that sheet that I gave you.
Oh shit!
I got
Contact.
6 signals. I got 3 long range, 3 medium range. Northwest, west.
Eyes left. Eyes left.
So in
Pick up
front
the
of
fence
you,
around these things up front here.
there is blood stains all over the ground. It looks like there was definitely something bad that happened here, although it's kind of difficult to see like exactly what happened unless you're going to spend some time investigating currently.
All right.
Permission to push forward, Sarge.
Yep.
Granted, sir, take the lead.
Do it, Dolmatov. I'm on your 6. Or your something. Or your 4.
I want cover. I want you guys move up and cover.
Yeah.
We have a door up
Buddy
ahead,
bounding.
Sarge.
Buddy bounding.
Still 6 signals.
Say again.
I got sights on the door.
I'm at the door, Sarge.
All right. Take a step back there, Gunner. Shepard, open that door for our guy.
You got it, Sarge. Opening the door now.
So you open up the door, it hisses open. It looks like it was at one point, there was weld beads along it, but the weld beads have been broken for a while now.
I have another door across the way, Sarge.
All right. Hold. Shepard, get the next one.
Signal still in the same spot.
Opening now.
Okay, stand by.
I have one eyes on
Stand by.
bogey. Eyes on bogey.
Stand by. I'm adding you all into an initiative tracker right now. Let's see here. Combats. Okay, and right click. I do like the initiative.
Oh, hi.
Oh my god, it was so fast. Look at that. Look how fast that initiative went.
A lot of it.
I yelled to get on the line, trying to get my guys just in case we run into that ambush. I kind of noticed that right away. That door opens.
So it looks like the way the initiative tracker works in this is that it goes from lowest to highest. So currently we have Jovina goes first. So
Am I considered having Overwatch on the door?
that's a good question, and I was just thinking about that because all of them would have Overwatch on the door too, which is why we're going to do initiative instead. Because otherwise they get a free shot at all of you and you can have a free shot at them. And so we would have to start doing comparisons. So I think just straight initiative is a good idea with this one. So as that door opens, who's right there in the front? Yeah, we'll go
Shepard.
Okay, so right here. She ends up throwing an electrostun grenade.
Oh no.
Where is she? There she is. Range combat skills. So while that's happening, given that the situation went from, hey, we're about to land, we're about to check this station out, to emergency landing, stress, combat, all of this stuff, I think all of your stress has gone up by 1 before anything really gets rolling here. And so for let's see here. For stunts for that, we are going to spread that out just a little bit. So grenade lands right here, so that's 5. Daniels and Dolmatov. So Shepard, Dolmatov, and Daniels, you lose your fast action for this next round.
Watch your spacing, Marines.
Lorca, you are up.
Well, since I'm in the rear here, I'm just gonna probably stay on stay here in the back, since I'm not gonna crowd up on the doorway. And then I guess I'll just provide basically like an overwatch.
What are you overwatching? And by the way,
I'm pretty quiet.
I wanna explain something too. I am keeping track of timer. If you take longer than 2 minutes to tell me what your action is and do it in combat, you lose your fast action. If it takes longer than that, you lose your slow. So, just you're the first person to go. So, from your position, you can see who you can see. So, if you tell me what you want to do.
Actually, I'll probably just
And while you're getting set up, I think this is a really good time to explain to any of the viewers how we do combat with this kind of stuff. Because I never really liked the idea of zones, particularly for a regular game, absolutely, but not for a Marine game. So what we did was we came up with some house rules that have been kind of rotating around. We use ranges. Okay, there's short, medium, long range. The movement for a regular run action is 30 feet. Players have the ability to move 10 feet without using one of their actions in order to move, but it can't be split up. All of the weapons have ranges according to the book, but we have the zones broken down by a range, which kind of pops up every so often. For example, it should be up there right now. Engaged is next to you. Short is within 15 feet, so on and so forth. So remember, you have that available to you. You can do your 10-foot move, so on and so forth. Okay, sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt you twice.
Oh no, that's fine. You're fine. So basically, I'm just gonna slide down here just to the south. I'm gonna move, and then I'm gonna stay on an overwatch of the subjects through the door.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna do anything else since
Okay.
I have a flame unit, and I'm not gonna toast my men.
Yep. All right, so Tyrell is up next. So Tyrell has an M41A, and he's kind of aimed into there. And the minute that door opens, he shoots at Daniels.
No.
Yes.
No.
No, he doesn't have. Where is it? Forgot to armor these guys up.
They don't have any armor.
Yeah, they should. Where is it? There it is. I absolutely love this Foundry model. Alright. So let's see here. Got it. Let's see here. So that range is... Okay, and here... Boom. So that ends up hitting. Go ahead and roll me armor there. Daniels, you have your armor equipped, right? So it should be on the front page.
Yes.
So you take 1 damage. Increase your stress by 1. Oh, sorry. I was doing it too. You're good.
I got you.
Okay. And that would take us to Roland Davis.
I'm hit.
All right, so as we were moving up, I already took position behind this scanner or whatever it is right there, and I got Overwatch on that door. As soon as that pops open, I'm taking a shot on that guy there that already shot at Daniels.
Okay. Go ahead.
And I didn't check the range on that yet, so that is, let's see, 60. Which falls under medium range.
Correct. So no modifier.
All right.
Yeah, no modifier. And then after you do your attack,
wow. Yeah.
Do you want to push that?
No, I'll just take the 1. And because of my 1 talent, I get the +2 damage and armor piercing.
Awesome.
+2 armor piercing.
So while you're doing that, do me a favor and do an observation check as well.
All right. Yeah, I was about to ask, what does this guy look like? Because he's using a pulse rifle.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and do an observation check. From what you can see him wearing, he looks like he's wearing a station security uniform. So let's see here. That is, so you said I'm sorry, what was the talent? That's the pink mist one I made, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
I think. Oh, wait. I think that says on unsuspecting target, so never mind.
Yeah, okay, so that's... What was it? Where'd it go? 2 damage, and then he has armor. So let's go ahead and roll his armor. And it's armor piercing, right?
Yeah.
Armor piercing, and then it's additional -2, right?
That was only for the unsuspecting targets.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
so no,
gotcha.
no,
Gotcha.
nothing additional.
Gotcha.
Hey, Sarge, these guys are wearing security uniforms.
So
Roger that.
your round hits him square in the chest plate, and the chest plate that you see kind of looks like M3 armor, so very similar to your own. And it kind of the round impacts, and it just does a bunch of spalting out, and he kind of shrinks back and kind of tries to get behind his cover. That takes us to Solaris. You're up.
So I watch the door open up and I see the grenade go out. I did move up close enough, but not in time. When I watched them get stunned like that, are they still standing?
Yeah, they're still standing. It's just it very much just kind of like shocked them, and
Like a
they don't have
shell
their
shock?
fast. Yeah.
Okay. I want to grab Dolmatov and move him out of the doorway.
Okay.
All right. Strength.
No, just that's fine. He can move.
Okay. So as I move him, I hear our sniper come up over the comms and say they're wearing station uniforms, and I yell out, "Station security! This is the U.S. Colonial Marines. We are here to aid in the issues that you're experiencing. Stand down. We are not your enemy."
So Roland, Shepard, and Daniels would kind of see that Tyrell guy kind of poke his head around a thing and kind of look at what he's seen and shrink back down. And you see his hand, and he kind of goes like this to either side. and he looks at one of the people and he does one of these, and then he slowly stands up and he says, come out then, and he lowers his weapon. Like he lowers his weapon.
Put
like,
your weapons on the ground.
Not after what we've seen. We need to see you first.
All right. So
You better do as he said, or I put a round in your head right now.
So he takes the pulse rifle and he sets it. There's a bunch of debris that he was kind of hiding behind. He sets it on top of the debris, but it's like he could have it like that, but it's out of his hands.
How many of you are there?
How many are there? You?
I'm not here to screw around. We are the U.S. Colonial Marines. You are wasting my time.
Yeah, and you know what? I've been living on this fucking hellhole for almost a month now. I've survived this long. Yeah, well, you know what? I've survived this long by not taking chances.
So I lower my weapon and I start moving towards the door.
He's shaky as shit, right? He looks really nervous. Like,
what's your name?
It's Tyrell.
Tyrell, I'm coming in. I've got my weapon lowered. Don't shoot me. You guys will all die here if you shoot me. I'm coming in.
So he looks like the kind of person that is on a lifeboat and sees a rescue coming and doesn't want to believe it because he's too afraid to believe it. And he's very fidgety. He's very high strung. From now that you're getting closer, you can kind of see that he's a little malnourished. And he's like, stand down. And you see other people start to kind of come out.
I come into the room here with my weapon lowered still.
So they got their weapons down. So these guys would all be moved into close range. You still got some along. And he says, "Are you really Marines? Are you here to take care of the..."
We are really Marines. We're with the 13th SCU division or unit, excuse me, and we're here because we lost contact with the station.
Okay, if you come with me,
give us a bit of an update.
Shh. We need to get out of here. They know you're here. If you landed here, they know you're here. Come with me. Come with me.
All right, Marines, move it out. 5 meter spacing.
You motherfucker shot me. I'm kind of mumbling. under my breath here a
Dolmatov
little
and
bit.
Loka, you take lead.
It won't let me click my character.
I don't know what to tell you. Why? You moved before.
I know.
Oh,
Refresh.
No, not refresh. He did ranges. You got to click off the range and click the little
I
4
see.
boxing. Yeah, Roy. I don't know if you just saw me fidgeting over there. That's what I was doing.
As we're following this guy, I grab a wound sealant spray and jab it into Daniel's wound and seal him up good. Say you'll be all right, buddy.
Nice. Okay, so go ahead and get rid of that from your inventory. If you right click on the little pencil thing, it'll delete it. By the way, for those who are watching, for health, we don't refresh health after combat. It takes time to heal. Same thing with stress. So get off me, Lorca. Get off me, Lorca. I'm trying to move my people. You guys are all clustered up. I should just grenade you all right now.
Nut to butt.
5 meter spacing.
Tyrell's running down the hall. And you see another guy. He's kind of standing here. He does not look like a combatant, but he has like a piece of rebar in his hand, almost like it's a big club. He's a big guy, looks fairly strong, but he is not dressed like a combatant. These other ones are wearing armor or carrying military grade equipment. He kind of looks at Tyrell like completely in shock, and then he runs back and opens up this door. And you can see a bunch of android blood on the ground there. and he kind of motions you guys in.
Quick question here, Game Mother. Do we have any way to verify that they're who they say they are?
I mean, you can try if you're following them, you're not going to be confirming anything until you get to where you're going. Do you want to try and confirm that somehow? Sev, why are you so big?
Did we just lose him? Why am I so big?
We did,
yeah.
And that's how I know. Well, apparently he's not confirming anything.
Lots of snake problems today.
Who?
We lost Hermes.
Yeah. Why is Daniel so gigantic? You're just big because that's how much I love you. That's why.
Allergic reaction to the wound sealant spray.
That's what it was. All right. Well, we can continue on while he gets back and fixes himself. So, oh God, he just took up the entire window with his giant Skype. So he takes you in, and the area that you're in is just big. It's a big chunk of the station, and it looks like it was once a place where people would go and watch a show while they eat. And it's very well to do. The others kind of follow in, and they chuck their weapons over on a table, and then they just kind of leave. And you see that there's a couple of other people in here. So if you hover over the character, by the way, it'll tell you their names. I made that so that you guys stand out and they don't. They all look very, very cautiously happy. Is Solaris back?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me fix Windows.
You're muted.
Better?
Yep. And
right.
so what I
fella.
said to you earlier is that there's really no way for you to confirm while you're going someplace, right? Once you get to wherever you're going, you can start asking questions, or you can murder them or do whatever you're going to do.
As we're walking, I get over the horn and I send a message to the LT. Lieutenant, just be advised, we have reached the space station and we have met up with some station security personnel. Is there a reference code that we can utilize that they would know to verify that that's actually them that we're walking with and we're not walking into a trap?
All you get is static.
All right. Squad, be advised, we got no comms to our lieutenant.
Great.
So whenever you come into the area, you see that there's been some debris that's kind of piled up around the door to act as a barricade. Oh God, why is it doing? Oh God, just grenades going off apparently. So
It was a trap.
it was a trap. You're all dead. Congratulations. So Tyrell kind of walks around and he goes over to the sieves and he kind of checks over them. And he nods towards the other station security to go and relax and but stay ready. And then he kind of like waits, knowing that the questions are going to follow.
Tyrell, squad, I throw a couple of hand signals out that give them the go-ahead to secure the place and hold a position and keep weapons at ready. And I move up to Tyrell. Tyrell, how do I know you guys are who you say you are? I need to be able to verify that.
Well, to be honest, there, Sergeant. So, I was U.S. CMC too. Just before I got put onto this, or I went civvy and got onto the station. I think we could have just waxed y'all coming in if we meant you any harm. We had some pretty good supportive position. We had superior firepower. You're
my ass.
Yeah, you know what? Snipers don't fucking change. Y'all are the same.
So what's the
Tyrell,
situation here?
What's going on?
All right, so I don't
I
know
lost
the
contact with you guys weeks ago.
yeah. Well, we kind of we know. So I don't know exactly how everything went down. So normally we run drills where if somebody is boarding the station, we get an alert, the station goes on lockdown, and the all the security are given an alert over the comms, and the station tries to repel them, and then we move up to wherever they're going to be. You know, standard military practice. None of that happened. There was an alarm. There was no alarm. All there was gunfire, and I was actually off duty. And there, all of a sudden, these weird calls started coming in from the boarding boom or the boarding station, that there was gunfire, that there was invaders. And so I figured it was kind of a joke, but I still ran to we got a small armory there, and I grabbed weapons, and I grabbed Alicia and Natalia, and then Jovina caught up with me on the way up. And all of a sudden, there was these people pouring through the hole, that were wearing like the fucking cosmonaut armor, and they were running in, and they had these big ass weird dogs with them, and what
I thought I smelled something on station. I came in.
And okay, he's your new guy, ain't he? Anyway, so I grabbed, there was a couple civilians standing in the hallway. I grabbed them, and I hid them, waiting for orders from our OIC. Never came. Apparently, a couple of the guys tried to run down to the security station to get real weapons, because the armory got depleted fast, but it was in lockdown. And some weird shit has been just going on since.
Yeah, that's probably right, Doug. So, all right. So, have you made contact with them since?
So it's been about 3.5, 4 weeks since that all went down, and they shut down the hotel level. So the way that Sin City's set up is we got a 3-ring system. Number one, we got up top. There's this guy named Leland calls it the tip. So we just call it the tip now. That's where all the high rollers. That's where all the high rollers stay. You know, and it's pretty rare that we go up there at all. You know, we usually have one security patrolling up there, and that's about it. That place has its own lockdown. We haven't been able to get up there at all because there's a group up there and they've locked it down. Now, the issue is that we can't get down to the security station for 2 reasons. Number one, it's locked. Number two, they cut off the air into the hotel, and that's in between here and there. So in order for us to even get down into the security station, right, we would have to get air running. And so, yeah, we've had some run-ins with these UPP folk, and it's really weird, man. It's really fucking weird.
And what level are we currently on here?
1. We're on the first floor of the ring. You got the tip above us. You got operations below us, and then the hotel, and then down there below that is security, where all of the station security controls for the missiles and for the railguns are there. The armory's there, and that's where the OIC has his bunk. And I need to tell you too, there's other groups. Shit's gotten weird since everything went down. It's gotten pretty fucking Lord of the Flies around here.
I don't know what that means.
You never read a book, Sergeant? I know you're a Marine and everything, but you know.
What do you mean by Lord of the Flies?
Well, so he kind of looks back to the others who are kind of like listening in, and he says, "There's factions around here now." So we call ourselves the Gamblers because I picked these all up in the casino. You got the Gladiators over on the west side of the station. We call the people up top the High Rollers. There was some people over in the other west side they called the Denners, and then you got these UPP assholes, and these UPP assholes come up every so often, they show up and they start calling out that, you know, they're not here to hurt us, that if we give up one person, they'll leave us alone. And if they don't, they shoot up. And if they shoot up, they try and take people captive. And if they can take people captive, they usually grab one or two and then they leave. And they've taken bodies with them. It's weird, man. We discussed it. We think that they got locked out of something because the cash vault's down there too. So where the OIC stays. And so there's a good chance that, you know, they're trying to get into there and they need somebody probably from the high rollers up top to unlock all that shit with a key card.
So they're hiding up in the tip right now and they come out every so often?
Nah, the UPP's down below, man. They're in we think they're in either the security room or the operations. So station operations and the bunks for humans are on level 2.
What kind of numbers they got?
Don't know. They usually come out in groups of 5 to 10. And they all wear the same uniform, and so it's impossible to tell. I've tried. They have to have
same
stations.
Uniform as what?
All the same uniform. They all wear the same UPP cosmonaut fucking gear.
You ain't never seen a commie before, Sarge?
I've seen a commie. I just want to make sure that's what they were wearing, not some station security shit.
What about the armory?
Right.
What'd you say, PFC?
What about the armory?
So the armory's located down on the security deck too. We on the operations deck 2, we had a small armory, which is, you see the extent of it here.
How do we get down there? Is there elevators, stairs?
So in the middle of the station, there's 2 elevators. You can either try and go down through climbing down. There's access for, you know, normal access, or you can take the elevator down, the lift. The lift won't go down below level 3 though, because there's no air in the hotel area. And because there's no air in the hotel area, it's basically kind of segregated the security section, the security sector, away from everything else.
How do we get that air back on? We got to go to the control center?
Operations on deck 2.
All right. Well, I guess that's where we're going first.
Yeah. I mean, you got a lot going.
Tyrell, are them other factions hostile as well? You guys fighting each other?
So the high rollers won't come down from their luxury suites. They won't come down from the suites. We think one of the station's reps up there, and she has the key card that can be used to control the stuff. At least for doors as well as for the control center. She won't let anybody up there. So there's no way for us to get in. But she because I don't know. Maybe she thinks we're UPP. I don't know. They're all locked away up there. So one of the things that comes up is that part of the station actually has its own life support. So they're kind of just locked in. The gladiators, I don't know, man. They're kind of fucking weird. I think they're kind of losing it a little bit. Yeah. But there's on this deck too. Man, they're fucking weird. Anyways, we have a little bit of trade with them because if you look up north, we got access to the kitchen. And so we've been okay on food, and sometimes we trade food because they actually have lockdown on the only bathroom on this level.
Is that keg good to go?
It's probably about half empty.
Hey, Davis. Hey, Daniels. We can fill up our canteens.
Take one for the road.
So everyone's
Game Mother,
stressed.
do I see any security cameras in here?
Yes.
So
All
I
over
point
the
to one
place.
of those and look at this Tyrell guy and say, so who the hell's watching those?
The controls for that are down in the security station on below deck 3.
Well, I sure hope you disabled all those in this room.
Yeah, we were able to get those ones, but we haven't really messed with the rest of them.
How do you disable them?
We just pulled the plug.
All right.
What
Where
about
else are
the
they
secret
stationed?
What about the ones on the umbilical where we loaded up?
Never messed with them.
Great.
So they probably know we're here. Yeah.
You guys got any secret back ways or back rooms that you guys use?
There's no secret ways out of here. You got the kitchen up here. And then there should be a separate entrance over on this other side over here.
So there's a gal up at the tip that's got the key card that can open stuff left and right.
Yeah.
All right, maybe we need to go pay her a visit first.
We have comms with her. You got to do it from the lift, though. We can arrange a meeting with the other two groups, too, if you want. The Denners and the Gladiators.
I'm not worried about them at the moment. I want to get that key card. If we see them in passing or something like that, you let me know. Tyrell, if you want, you can go and meet them yourselves and let them know that we're here to help.
They ain't going to listen to me.
All right. Why aren't they going to listen to you?
Well, so on the west side of the station, there's a drug den, right? The station doesn't have any laws or rules, and so they can do whatever they want in there. And the Denners were in that area whenever the UPP attacked, and they kind of have stayed there, if you get my drift.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of loopy. And then
So is there anything they want?
They usually just want to be left alone. They just lock everything up. It's the Gladiators you got to worry about.
Why is that?
Well, so one of the things that this station kind of has going on now is there's an arena over on the west side of the station. And they actually have droids who are third lawed against human, but not against other androids that, how do I put this? They have all of the personality of humans, but they make them fight in the gladiator arenas.
Mm-hmm. So are all the gladiators then?
No, the gladiators are humans. There's a guy over there by the name of Corvin. He was up in the high roller suite, but now he's down here. They don't have a whole lot of guns, but they kind of went in and raided the entire armory for the shows, which are real weapons.
All right, so they're made up of the synthetics. What's up with?
There's
them?
no synthetics over there. The synthetics have all either returned to station or they've shut down. Their power ran dry. There's no synthetics running around right now. All you got is humans. But that guy over there, Corvin, he's got I think 5 or 6 people, and he's just fucking loopy, man.
All right. Well,
I think he's enjoying this.
Let's go talk with that gal.
Another question for Game Mother, real quick.
Sure.
On the Mohawk, do we have space suits?
No.
Okay.
But there are spacesuits available around the station if you need to get a hold of them.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, let's go talk with the gal that has the key card. Same thing as last time, fellas. All right, I want Dolmatov and I want Lorca. Take that point. Work together. Daniel's left flank. Shepard on the right. And
I'm gonna be up your ass, Dolmatov.
Davis, you just hold that center.
All right,
I'll be
everyone
right next to you.
stop moving for a minute, because I got to get part of the map. Make sure everything's set up appropriately.
From now on, when we encounter any doors, Daniels, you've got door duty.
Hey, Sarge, we got constant communications with these security guys, so we don't run into our situation again in a standoff.
I don't know. Tyrell, do you have any other communication with? A way to communicate with these other people?
Not really. All of our equipment was down in the security bay. All we had is a really small armory.
All right. No, it doesn't sound like it, Lord.
Hey, Sarge, not to interfere, but I think either me or Lorca ought to be on door duty. Our flamers are kind of not too useful if we're in the rear.
He's right. We like to play.
All right. That's fine. Lorca, your door duty. Sorry, Daniels. Guess you're just going to have to sit back and play computer nerd.
Sorry, I don't want to take another bullet.
Lorca, give me a power check.
We need to make sure we're disabling any cameras we see as well.
I agree. So keep your eyes peeled, fellas.
Okay. All right. So
Hey,
you're out the
Daniel,
door.
do you have any
So-
way to detect any of those cameras ahead of time? You got any fun gadgets with you today?
Well, let's take a look at my knapsack here. I'm fairly certain I brought an item, but I don't think it helps in this situation. Taking a look here. No, I mean, unless I had some sort of console or terminal, I can't really do anything about those cameras.
Roger that.
I'm laggy
Davis,
right now.
you see those cameras, or you see a camera, you are weapons free. Just warn us before you shoot.
All right. So you guys in formation now, or?
Where are we at?
Signal's clean. We're clear.
Heading east. Checking.
Watch those
North.
corners. Watch those corners. That's where they get
Checking
you.
north.
All
The
right.
doors and the corners.
Hold on. Stop moving. Stop moving. The only thing I don't like about this is how I have to move things around sometimes. That's a little annoying. Okay, that should be everything. All right.
Shepard. I want you to pull up the rear.
Okay. Carry on.
You got to search.
We're heading north, correct, Sarge?
That's where we're going at the tip.
The tip is literally above you.
Literally.
Yeah, the lifts would be to the west
Oh.
because
Yeah,
you
so
are
we're
on
going
the
west.
east. You got the east side of the station. This loops around all the way around in a circle.
Oh, hey, we're mapping it out.
All right.
There you go.
It sounds like
Nothing
we're
like
going west.
stretching our legs, right, guys?
Go west there, Dom. Are we going west or are we going east?
Or we're
Going
going
west.
around. We're making our way there, sorry.
Oh.
We're making it's northwest.
Lorca, do you have any pings?
Negative. We're clear. Good signal.
I have a door ahead, Sarge. Door to the west.
Hey, Game Mother, can you remove me from the wall that I got stuck on?
No, hold on.
I got 3 signals, 4 now. Southwest, 5. They're going to be long range, 6.
Okay, where are you at there, Solaris?
I'm in space. No one can hear me scream.
This is
I'm in
Major
space.
Tom, the ground control.
Oops. What do we got, Lorca?
We got 6 signals, southeast. They're going to be
Southeast?
long range.
Roger
Lorca.
that. And that's by the door there?
Oh, that door's to the west there, sir.
And the others are south.
Correct. Where we came from, that's where the signals are coming from.
We might be reading those other friendlies. Shepard,
Yeah.
keep eyes on our 6. Lorca, you got door duty. I want Davis and Dolmatov on Overwatch. On your call.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, move. Yeah, we're going to be moving south now. 6 signals, still long range. Southeast, southeast.
Watch your spacing. Watch your spacing. I want it kept tight.
Those signals are moving around on us, long range. We got
Bring it
2
in,
to the
Davis. Bring it in,
northeast.
Davis. Shepard.
Got a corner here.
Okay, stop right there.
Oops.
can keep going now.
Hold for a minute. We have we have 11 signals now. 6. Those first 6 are moving northeast around on us. Basically, it looks like they're taking the same route we took. And we also have 5 more that just popped up on the screen. Long range, southeast.
Are the security guards following us?
Oh, hold on. That should be actually closer. There, right there. More like that. All I'm going to say is that those signals to the northeast, to the east, haven't moved. It's you moving that has caused them to move.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that's the actual ones that in the room that we just moved around.
Tight corner up ahead.
You keep eyes, though, on the 6 there, boys. Lorca, I want you to lead the way in those corners.
Copy, sir.
Keep up, new guy.
So
let's go.
Hold on.
Stuck.
So right here is the lift.
Oh.
And so you can't see it because I can't pull both maps in, but if you were to walk 2 spaces to the left, you would end up into the west side of the station. So there's stuff going on over to the left here too, but you can't see it because the map's too big. These are like 80 by 80 maps.
All right, well, he said we can call from the lift, right? Daniel, see if we can get contact with the tip. Guys, I want Overwatch.
Got it.
Shepard, Davis, watch that rear.
On it, Sarge.
Dolmatov, Lorca, you guys watch the front towards the south.
Did I just see that door open to the south?
Yes, you did.
We got a door open into the south, Sarge.
Copy, I got 5
sights on it,
signals
Overwatch.
southeast.
Can you zoom in with your scope, Davis?
What am I
Somebody
seeing
in the
right
hallway.
there?
So what
Is
you
that
see is a helmet stick its head out and an AK. I can't remember the exact number on these guys. AK 4047 come out. So he's basically kind of leaning around the door.
Oh, I take a shot immediately.
Okay, go ahead.
Daniel, is you working on getting that communication up?
Yes.
So
115
Daniels, while he's doing
is
that,
small
do a Comtech check.
Do I get that +2 with that diagnostics device?
No, because yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do.
Oh, let me roll 2 more d6 then. Okay, so I got a 6 on one of those.
Okay, so you need to go roll your stress. So click on the stress button. Congratulations, you kept it together.
I
How'd
rolled
you
it
roll
twice. by accident.
Yeah. Okay, so we need to fix that before it starts messing.
Because I clicked, it didn't go through, and yeah.
So get rid of that. There we go. Okay. And your stress should be 2. Okay, cool. So you hold it together. Let me see. All right, so I'll handle you in a second. Daniels, go ahead and do your shot.
Davis.
So yeah, you.
That's Davis.
Oh,
sir.
sorry, Davis. Sorry.
Daniels is
So
on
you
the
see,
comms.
you see leaning around the corner, you see a cosmonaut-looking helmet with the AK-4047 about to fire.
All right.
Holy.
Sarge, we got contact to the south, and then I take the shot.
You want to push?
All damage. Nope.
Okay, all into damage. So that
And would
is.
that be considered unsuspecting target?
Yeah, I would say so.
All right.
Because they probably are running motion trackers. They know you're there, but not exactly.
All right, then that increases damage +2 more, and then the armor piercing +2 also. Or
Okay, so-
reduces armor by 2, whatever.
So that's 4, 5, 6 total damage. So your shot hits it. I don't know how it did that actually.
His leg.
So I
He stepped
guess
too far out.
Yeah, step too far out. So tell me what happens.
Yeah, he stepped out. He's probably just trying to only put his leg out there, but I see his head out there, and his leg is out a little bit. So I shoot that, so he stumbles over into the hallway, and probably nearly sever him at the knee.
So blood goes squirting out from that arterial thing, and the person drops their AK-47 and gets drugged back into that room.
What do you got going on, Davis? You just took a shot.
One coming to the south, hit him in the leg. I don't think he's going to last long. There's more in the room.
Roger that.
I got 5 signals to the southeast.
You keep eyes on the south, Lorca, Davis, Lorca and Dolmatov. Davis and Shepard, I want you to move in together up north, slowly.
So give me 1 second before you start moving. Okay, and okay, all right. So give me 1 second here. All right, that's cool. Okay, so let me handle Daniel's thing real quick. So Daniel's, you managed to tap into the lift has a comm system built into it, and you kind of fiddle around with it, and you manage to get a hold of the people up top, and you hear a female voice.
What do you want this time, Tyrell?
Negative. This isn't Tyrell. Private First Class Lat Daniels of the Marine Corps. We're responding to a distress. We're here on a mission. We need access to the lift immediately.
I don't think so. I think this is just the UPP trying this shit again. You'll stay down there and rot.
Listen, we're not with those space commies. We don't have a lot of time. They're pushing our position. I'm going to need you to activate the lift, or I will do it from here. I swear to God.
You can't. I have the key card that locks that down. You're not going to get up here unless I let you.
Then let us up there. You're interfering with Marine Corps operations.
All right, so that's you guys can go ahead and move, and I'll keep coming back and forth between Daniels because it'll take a few minutes each time, like a couple seconds each time.
I'm going to start moving towards Daniel because I hear him talking, but I have full confidence in my 2 squads that are watching the doors appropriately and will do what they need to do.
Yep, I'm just continuing to overwatch the southern door.
Ready to move in, Dommy?
Yep, I'm ready to move in. Let's
move
take
on your
these
6 around. Shoot from
these
afar.
commies
I'm
out.
scared from the front.
All right, so Dolmatov.
I want to peek into this room if I can.
All right, so Dolmatov, you see the one that is like there's a blood streak being trailed behind is trying to kind of work their way backwards. And you can kind of peek and see what you want into that room. So go ahead and I'll give you like 5 seconds to poke your head in, and then I'm going to do stuff back. So go ahead and poke into the room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Looks like we got 4 bogeys from what I could see inside. We had 3 to the north northeast and 1 to the south.
All right, give me 1 second. Okay, trash that.
You ready to flame on, Torch?
Yep, I can make them spark too. I got flashbangs and smoke. Whatever you want.
Sarge, we got anyone on the northern door?
I got Shepard watching.
All right.
All right, so I have added Lorca and Dolmatov to the combat tracker. I'll add Davis to the combat tracker.
Davis, you better keep our ass safe.
And what I'll do is I will add Daniels. Actually, I'll just add everybody to the combat tracker, and then I can handle each individual part as it comes up. All right, and oh god, I love this so much. I'm just gonna click it, roll all.
All over the place.
Look at it. Look what you did.
All right, so where are you at? So the first player goes. You don't know what happens. The second player goes. You don't know what happens. Shepard. So as what are you doing up there? Standing watch with your flame on?
Yeah, I've got my flamethrower aimed at this side door here.
Okay. Nothing. So I'm going to put you on Overwatch. So you use your fast action to go into Overwatch, which saves your slow action.
Perfect.
Okay. Okay. So this. Oh, no, you're not dead. Why is? What the hell?
What the hell, buddy?
Oh, that's weird. I do have that as a handout, and I don't know why you can't get it. You should be able to. So it's underneath house rules. Observer. There.
Right. I just meant the modifier with each range.
Oh, gotcha.
For quick reference.
Okay.
Yeah, just something for later.
Okay, so give me 1 second here. I need to figure out what happened with this. Okay, so okay. Okay. And Davis, you're up.
Yeah, I'm not moving until they go into the room, so I'm just sitting here on Overwatch. Unless I don't know if delay in action is a thing on this.
So Overwatch is a fast action, and then you got to save that slow action for the shot.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm doing then.
Okay, here we go. Now I'm fixing it. I got it. There it goes. Cool. All right, awesome. All right, so that takes us to another one. Okay, and you do your thing over here. Okay. Let me update this. Yep, I got it, dude. I'm running like 6 different windows, yo.
Yeah, just a reminder.
I'm gonna remind you here in a second.
I'm gonna remind you. Lock it up.
Okay.
God damn it! Open this fucking lift, woman.
Don't worry, you'll get your chance. You'll get your chance.
Open this fucking lift.
Okay,
Karen,
motion. Daniel's all of a sudden becomes Karen.
After me. Gosh, didn't we see her in Judge Dredd City too? How's she making a comeback?
Oh, just wait. Okay, so let's see here.
I'm not opening this lift.
I am not opening this lift.
You mean it?
All right, Solaris, you're up. What are you doing?
How is Daniel's communicating? Is there like a
Button. Like, hey.
Okay.
Excuse me,
so
space.
I wanna I'm walking up to the button and I kind of push Daniels out of the way and I look at him.
I
and
let you aside. You have to push
I
me.
point my eyes to the door to our east and I get on the comms.
Okay.
Ma'am, my name is Sergeant Solaris. I'm with the 13 SCU Colonial Marine Corps. I need that card that you have to access the other rooms. I don't want to come up there. I just need your card, and I will guarantee your safety. I'm
That doesn't
using
even
as
make
best
any
of my
sense.
commanding voice as possible.
Go ahead and do a command check.
Okay, I found it. Oh, there it is. Haha. Ew. Well.
Do you want to push? Do you want to push your roll?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Click that push button.
Oh my god.
Bro, you suck.
Yeah, you do.
So,
You are definitely-
rolling on my dice.
That doesn't even make sense. Why would you want my key card? If I send my key card down there, that means that you people could get up here. No, absolutely not. You either bring Tyrell over here and I'll talk to him to make sure you are who you are.
Oh god.
Talk to who? I think you cut out a little bit.
Tyrell, bring Tyrell over here and I'll talk to him and then I'll make sure you are who you are.
Jesus fuck. Sarge, I'll go grab her. Of course, on my turn.
Daniel Shepard, go get him.
Okay, and so that takes us to where are you at? There you are. Okay, cool. Actually, that goes up here. Boop. Boop. All right, so that takes us to Lorca.
I'd look at Dolmatov after he had peaked, and I would say, where are they? How far out are they? So I can have an idea, because my tracker says they're basically right to our right here. Your left, my right.
There's 2 or 3 over to the far east, and 1 right behind the wall that you're standing on. It might be best if you flash into there before we head it strong into there.
Okay. Then I'll pull out my flash and pop it around the corner. Not too hard, not too soft. Nice little toss in, so it gets a good roll. Flash out.
Okay, so give me... Where'd my foundry go? There it is. All right, so... Right here? Is this where you're throwing it?
Yeah, basically, I'm just tossing it in, and I don't know how far,
I mean, are you going for distance? Are you going for distance? You going for inside?
It'd probably go, like, I'm going for, like, about...
If you press and hold, you should be able to ping inside it, even if you can't see in the room. Okay, that's cool. Go ahead and do a range check. Range combat check, just with standard roll.
How do I do that? I don't know how to use this.
You go to skills and you click on ranged.
Skills. Right. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh man, what a bad day for you. Let's see here.
New guy.
Measurement controls. Where is that? Rate template. There it is. Oh, you are so freaking lucky. So as your hand comes out and chucks in that that flashbang, there's like this burst of flame that just comes shooting out. Unfortunately for the individual who fired it, it doesn't get anywhere near you. And so you did, let me check your... Okay. So that would be this one right here. Observations. So I know, I was worried about that too. Anton, where is Anton? Anton would be one of my secondaries. Skills. Observation. Okay, and Amel. Give me 1 second while I do their roll. Skills. Observation. Okay. So your flashbang goes off right in the middle of the dance floor. Outside, your ears are ringing just a little bit from that explosion, but for the most part, you have no idea what it did.
All right, good.
All right, and so that takes us to Dolmatov.
I believe Dolmatov is going to whip around to look in and bring suppressive fire into here. Do I notice that this guy's flashed at all?
You can't tell.
Does he look dazed? Okay.
He's standing there and he has a flamethrower in his hand.
Okay. Well, I'm still gonna do my suppressive fire. And that's just a range attack.
Oh man. You want to push it?
Yeah, I'm gonna push it.
Push it real good. Jesus, Dolmatov. Oh, okay.
Okay. So that would affect Anton. So let's see here. This is Suppressive Fire is a talent that I made, so I need to take a look at it. It's been a hot minute.
I was trying to link it in the chat box.
There's probably a way. I'll figure it out sometime here. Let's see your skills. Suppressive Fire. For your attack, you may pick a zone with an enemy combatant and roll your regular attack. Must be full auto, does no damage. Any combatants must make a mobility check, meet or beat your attack success, or lose their fast action. So that is mobility check. Oh, I can double click on it and it pulls up there. All right, so suppressed. I will use fire shield to indicate that. All right, so suppressed. And that takes us to Daniels. What are you doing?
So at that point, what? Shepard didn't get Tyrell yet because it's not his turn, so I'm going to be moving towards Tyrell.
Okay, keep track of your movement.
Yep. Let me just make sure.
That was
Oops.
15.
Right. But I can just use my whole movement.
Yeah.
Turn,
Yeah.
which is
So
like 60?
70.
70. Okay, so I'll go all the way here. All right, there. Whoops. Select. 70. All right.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, so that takes us back to the top of the order. So that is Amel first. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and ability check. Okay. Inventory. Nice. Okay. All right, so Amel. Oh my God. Yeah. All right, so let me go back to this. So Dolmatov dies. Everyone rip Dolmatov.
Yay! I mean, no.
Oh no.
I mean, no. It's terrible. He's not my rival in my character sheet or anything.
Let's see here. All right, so Dolmatov. No, you can't, Jeremy. That's just the way it works. Let's see here. So that is, nope, it's just him. Okay, so Dolmatov, make a stamina check at -2.
I mean, agility.
Stamina.
Oh, never mind. My bad. I was looking at the wrong thing. How do I do the modifier on it?
You right click on it instead of left click.
Okay, so it'd be a stress modifier of 2.
Not a stress modifier, just a regular modifier of 2. Because that'll take your stress down, if I remember right. Okay, Captain Stamina Pants. Still not enough. You are stunned for 1 round. In other words, you can't do anything this turn. So an electro stun grenade comes leaping out and lands literally right here. Why is it not letting me ping?
Doesn't want it to land there, that's why.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, Hermes knows. And kind of rolls forward and it hits you. Thankfully, Lorca's behind the wall and it doesn't hit him. So I got my... What the heck? Oh, that's why. Okay. That's fine. Let me just get rid of this one. Okay, so I got my guy who is suppressed. He loses his fast action, so he uses his slow action to move forward. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. All right, so that takes me to Shepard. Shepard, go for it.
All right, I am going to over comms. I'm gonna say so. Sarge, did I hear Dolmatov go down? Does he need medical aid?
To my knowledge, no. Keep moving with Daniels.
Yes, sir. Or you got it, Sarge. So I'm gonna, I guess, just take 2 move actions. Try to keep up with Daniels here.
Okay, 70 feet.
That's 70 feet.
Also book
Yep.
it.
Yes.
So as you come up, Tyrell has his M41A back in his hands, and he's like, "What the hell's going on? I heard shots."
So get your ass over here. We got a couple of UPP down here. On top of that, we got a woman on the comms up north needs to confirm our identity with you.
Oh, Jesus.
So-
All right, I'm on my way. Okay. His turn's over. So that takes us to done with that. You. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see here. Open that up. Inventory. So, Dolmatov, you're stunned. You're just stunned. You're not dead. It was just a really good stun. Okay. And firing. I'll pump both of those into damage. Dolmatov, roll armor. Oh, honey. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4. You take 4 damage and go up by 1 stress.
I'm down.
Okay. Let's roll on the critical. So this UPP operative who just these it's really weird how this is going because they don't seem to be like oh my god, we're under fire, we're running, right? They are appearing incredibly robotic with how they're doing things. And this person in the UPP armor levels out an AK 4047 and just ratchets a bunch of rounds across. One hits you in the arm and really like damages you, but the other one kind of scrapes across your forehead where your helmet would be. And it just causes blood to leak down into your eyes. So you are now broken, but you are not dead. So I'm going to take you off the turn tracker. And that takes us to Davis.
Yeah, not much I can do here. I don't want to crowd the door, so I'm just continuing to overwatch this door. Are there more? I see there's one door further south, but is there another one going west there as well?
Yes, all the way down at the bottom.
Okay. Well, then I'm just going to keep overwatching the door that Dolmatov and Lorca are at, and I come over the comms and say, Lorca, drag Dolmatov away from that doorway. I got eyes on it.
Okay. That takes us to this homeboy. So, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And if no one else has said it already, I also say, Sarge, Dolmatov's down.
Roger that. Shepard, double time it.
Solaris, you're up.
I am going to move. Fast action's 15, right?
No. Fast action movement is 30, but you can move 10 feet too. So 40 total.
I already did my 10 feet earlier.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my fast action to move. I'm just going to hold here and overwatch down the hallway.
To the north?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. And General Blade. Okay. And that takes us to Lorca. You're up.
So just as the rounds hit and Davis is shouting, I reach up and I just grab the back of his armor and just fucking tug and pull him out of that doorway and get him out of harm's way as best as I can.
Okay. So as you pull him out of the doorway, you hear a voice booming over like a speaker. It says,
"Just leave him there and you may go."
What the hell?
I don't like this. Fuck is this? Who's speaking?
We only need the one. Leave him there and you may go.
You can piss off. I ain't leaving anybody.
Then we will
Come on
take
out
you
here
too.
and get him.
I will be there shortly.
Come on out, tough guy.
Okay, so Daniels, you're up.
All right, so I see that Tyrell's moving back with us, so then I'm going to then push right back to where I was previously. Let's see. Yeah, and I pretty much have to go all the way through. I mean,
I gotta go to space.
yeah, I'm going to double time it, so I'm going to do all my movement.
Okay.
Any minute now, I can. Okay, well. Oh wait, that's not even me.
You a big dummy, Einstein.
That's probably why I wasn't working. He's trying to drag Shepard.
Why am I not moving?
Yeah, just drag me.
All right, so I'm double timing it back here.
Okay. That takes us back to the top of the order. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, literally walking out of that door with a pistol in their hand is kind of a bigger, bulkier UPP and turns that corner and looks directly right in your face, Lorca. And you hear the speaker kind of boom out from their armor. It says,
I am here. Prepare yourself.
Can I take my shot?
yes, you may.
All right.
Take that.
I am prepared.
Yeah.
Brush your teeth either, you commie bastard.
I am prepared. Love it.
And I'm just holding my hands up like this, knowing Davis is fucking right there.
Don't
And I got a
miss.
smile on my face the whole time.
Don't miss.
Yeah, don't miss, because I'm about to get fucked up.
Splat.
Don't miss.
Nice. I love your M41A, by the
Everyone
way.
blow on his dice.
Even though you have a flamer, you turd.
Right, yeah, I mean, well, I don't have a flamer, so this is going to have to work for now. I mean, I should just fire the flame and light him up.
Cookies.
Do it.
Oh, come on.
You want to push? You want to push that?
Yeah, I'm
You wanna
pushing
push it?
that.
Okay.
Push it, please. Push it real good.
The rolls are terrible today.
Okay.
Oh my
Maybe
gosh.
it's better, I guess.
How do you want to spend that
Yeah.
stunt?
This.
I'm
Damage.
yeah, I'm just gonna go with
One
damage.
die.
Unsuspecting, did you add? So that's +2 damage, right?
Yeah, unsuspecting makes him +2 damage and -2 to his armor.
Okay. And so that does how many damage? That'd be, let's see here, 2 + 1. That's 3 + 2 is 5. So that takes down to 0. Critical. Tell me what happens.
Oh, he's so severed leg. It looks like.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just going for these guys' legs. Every shot, it looks like. So he steps out there. He's got that pistol in hand, just looking right at Lorca, and suddenly his one leg just explodes, and he falls over backwards, and half of his leg's still standing there in the hallway.
So
That guy was really feeling himself for going down that easy.
So when he walks
Yeah,
out, right? He walks out and he takes this, or this person takes the shot, right? And their leg goes flying off, their leg just stands there. When they fall to the ground, they don't make a single sound.
Is there blood? Or is there
Oh, there's
white
blood
juice?
everywhere. There is blood, bright red blood everywhere.
Okay, still blood. You think?
Finish him off, Lorca.
All right, so that takes us to Shepard.
Excellent. I'm going to do the very exciting maneuver of running to my left. Here we go.
Are you copying me?
Well, I'm first in the turn order, so I think you're copying me.
Ooh!
Shit.
Guess who doesn't have any friends now?
Oh no, my Twitch followers.
All right. So that's beautiful. All right. So the one that is down or is suppressed is going to be, this is their last turn suppressed since there's no longer automatic fire coming. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roland, you already did your you're up, actually.
Okay. Does it look like this guy's still moving at all, or is he dead?
No, he's his leg is all over, like blood is just pouring out, and he's just kind of like trying to push himself up and like going like this.
Okay, then yeah, I take another shot at him.
Okay, this is going to be a coup de grace, so it adds a stress to you.
Okay.
So you don't have
That's
to roll
fine.
for it, though.
Accoutrement.
You don't have to roll for it because it's a downed person. So increase your stress by 1, and then tell me what happens to this individual.
All right, increase my stress by 1. So yeah, as he's trying to prop himself up and do whatever he's doing down there, in addition to his leg exploding, his head also explodes now.
And just like that, there is brain matter all over the walls, all over Lorca. It's just a nasty mess.
And I'm not upset about it. I'm actually happy. Nice fucking shot, Davis.
You're like smiling
Anytime,
and like
Lorca.
chunks of brain are in your teeth.
Thanks, Lorca.
I got some commie taste in my mouth now.
Oh, you let him do you like that on the first date, huh?
Tommy taste.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Hey, wherever you guys want to go with that, I guess.
1, 2, 3.
Like me some Tommy taste. Ooh.
Give me 1 second. So back from down the hall, over here, somewhere, or actually over here somewhere, you hear a large, like this, a gunshot that's just like thunder, right? Just a single shot, and you hear Tyrell, "Oh fuck!"
God damn it.
Okay, and
All right. Time to run back. Let's do it.
okay, and Daniels. Oh, I'm sorry, Lorca, you're up. Oh no, wait. Sorry. I clicked on the wrong person. So that was Dammy. Sergeant Solaris, you're up.
I hear that. Do I hear the screaming out from Tyrell?
Yes.
All right, so I immediately turn and let's do this. Fast move over here to the door and peek around with my weapon.
So you see somebody in this UPP armor leveled out a 357 at Tyrell's back and shot him as he was running down the hallway with you, or towards you guys.
I want to shoot him, or shoot at him.
So that's going to be at long range. So that's at a -1 for you. So whenever you click on your weapon, right click on it. And then for the standard minuses, hit -1. Are you doing a single shot?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll it. You want to push it?
Oh my God.
Jeez,
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I should have been at -2. Long range is -2. Yeah, I guess we do need that thing in there, huh? But that's fine. We'll keep it how it is. You're pushing it?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Sorry.
Let's
I'm
push
sorry.
it.
I rolled
Go ahead and click the push.
Mm.
All right. So how do you want to spend those stunt? Well, first roll stress.
I don't want to. Where's my stress at?
You just click it up at the top. There you go. Nervous twitch. Your stress and the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range of you increased by 1. So let's see here. Oh, you're lucky. You're the only one. So let me see if it automatically increased it, because this program's great, but I don't think it's that good. Solaris. It did increase. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. All right, I got you. I'll increase it. Okay, so that still goes through. All right, your weapon jams. But how are you spending those 3 stunts?
It's a good question. All damage.
Okay. So this is a A40 or M40A1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and general armor. So this would be at -2, so I'll subtract the first 2. Okay, that was one of those. Okay, so critical roll. All right, so your round hits this person in the shoulder, and it's the same thing as the other person. They get hit and they slam up against the wall, and they kind of slump down on the wall. They're still holding the pistol, and they're trying to get up, and they're not making a sound.
These guys are sons of bitches.
Okay, and so that takes us to now turn tracker is my people. Oh, I already did that. So that takes us to Lorca.
So the dude that's in front of me that's down on the ground is he a trip hazard? I mean, I'd assume he is. I'd have to pull him out of the way, wouldn't I?
No, you can go over him.
Okay. Well, I guess it's time to make a move. Based on my tracker, basically, I'm going to turn the corner, and I'm just going to fucking walk in the door, and I'm going to start hosing. But when I do with the flamer, it's going to be to the east-southeast, so it'll be a spread, a wide spread.
Okay, it's a ray weapon, so it's just going to, you got to do it as a ray. Yeah, you got to do the template as a ray. So you go to, the little rules measurement thing, and then you go to, where is it?
It's measurement distance, right?
No, there's a tool. I always lose it every time. Let me see. Sev, you remember where the templates are?
I found it. So underneath my character,
it's the 2 arrows. It's the L shape, and then it's the up down arrow is the ray template.
So should I enter the room first, or should I just tell you how I'm doing this?
No, go to the move. It's you got to follow the combat rules. So you got to move how you're moving, and then do it.
Okay. Well, okay.
Roast.
I'm walking.
You get 2 squares for free, basically, so you can walk right in front of them and roast both of them.
Yeah, that might. Yes. Okay. Then I'll be hitting that, and now that I move in and what I can see, so I'll be. Yeah. Oh, that's not my ray. Like that.
The template has to go from you.
Come here.
Because that's the point. There you go.
Come here, fuzzball.
Yeah, fuzzball.
What are you
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
And I just have literally, as I turn the corner, I'm just covered in their buddy's blood. And I just got a smile on my face.
Okay. All right, so go ahead and roll ranged.
All right, guys. Everybody blow on my dice. Did that go? Oh, no, it didn't.
No. Just give it a second. Okay, let's see here. Roll it.
I didn't roll my modifier, but it's too late for that. So.
Yeah. Okay, so that would be, let's see here. 2. Wait, where's the? Darn it! I wish to. Whenever you use a weapon, click on the weapon. By the way, I should have said that instead. Let's see here. I need to go because it gives me everything that I need on the page. Let's see here. Okay, damage 2. Okay, so you got to use that stunt to hit that other person. Okay. Also roll. And I'll do it. Never mind.
Whoa.
All right. So roll armor.
Do I just click? I just click.
Just
it, right?
click armor. Yep, it'll go.
Oops.
All right, give me a minute. 1 minute, Fuzz.
I don't want to click it a bunch.
Just once. It'll go through. Go ahead and click it again. Apparently it didn't go through.
Oh, are you clicking armor in your inventory?
Yeah.
No, click it on the first page.
Oh, on general?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. You have caught on fire and take 1 damage. So
Trip and roll.
It's all right.
in the house rules, right? We talked about how if you shoot anybody within 10 feet of you or 5 feet of you, you take damage with it too. But the other 2 catch on fire as well. Let's see how bad they get hurt. So that's -1, -1, and first person. So base 9. Okay, that breaks them. Okay, so they are. The first person is broken and on fire. And the second person is not on fire.
Oh.
So you and the person right in front of you are on fire. The person behind them is damaged but not on fire.
Okay.
Okay. So that takes us to Daniels.
All right. So I hear some gunshots and some people screaming. I assume Tyrell must have stepped on a crack or something.
Mm-hmm. He did.
And now I'm gonna just pivot, foot, move, use my slow action to move all the way up to the door here. See this thing out there in the distance, and take some shots at it. Get it together, Sarge.
Okay,
Just
so
twitch
you're
the hell
you're trying to get him back. So you need to do a command check.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
Right.
Okay, well, he kind of. What do you do, Solaris? You don't calm down. I can tell you that. What do you do?
I'm yelling, Jared, get that guy! Get out of there! What the hell's going on over here, Marines? Hold it together!
Lock it up!
The only one not holding it together is him.
Shepard, you're up.
Oh boy. All right. I'm going to. I'm going to try and get down to our boy Dolmatov here, so I have to just continue running down the hall.
Watch out, Roland! Here I come.
Careful behind you. You got a face hugger creeping up on you. Jeremy.
Uh-oh.
IRL.
Look out. Is that like there? Let me dispatch this facehugger real quick. And I guess for now that will do it.
All right. Are you ready for this, Andy?
I suppose. Here we go.
Okay, well, that's fun. So, the one that was behind this one right here has a flamethrower in their hand.
Oh, no.
And they step up behind the person that's in front of you and gun it. No, knowing that person is in front of them. Doesn't try to move them, doesn't try to do anything, and just torches into them, right? Apparently, they misjudged, kind of like you did, and that person just, like, takes the entire burst, right? And just falls over without a word and just dies. Now, let's see if it goes back on them. Let's see here. So they're dead. How do I
Come
make
on, the
them
unlucky few. Let's go. Let's get
Okay, so let's see here.
throw it on them.
Does not catch fire. So this person is standing there with a flame unit just poised and ready to pull another shot the next round. And as they do so, let's see here. A voice comes out of their speaker saying,
You all will burn in the holy fire.
okay, and so that takes us to, let's see here, that's that one. That one's dead. Roland, Mr. Davis, assassinator of UPP.
Yeah, not a whole lot I can do from here, so I'm just gonna move forward. Looks like I'll just take my full 70 and get up to Dolmatov here.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna position myself next to this this door, right there.
Okay, and so this person that has this one up here that has a bullet wound in them. Normally, whenever you are broken, there's not a whole lot that you can do, right? You can basically kind of crawl away and try and get out of there and help yourself out. Actually levels the pistol out and takes another shot at Tyrell.
Oh.
And misses.
Praise Jesus.
Tyrell, on the other hand, is like, I'm not having any of that, and so unloads full auto with the M41A. And completely misses due to his panic, and decides to push the roll.
Oh.
That die went flying all over. So just starts just jamming rounds into this person laying on the ground, right, and just yelling as rounds are going off and spattering all over the ground. And then they start to stitch their way up and slam all up into that body and blows the leg off and stuns them. Actually, I'm sorry, they were already broken. Coup de grace, they're dead. So that one's out. Let's see. So that takes us to Solaris. You're up.
Man. All right. Why do I want to do this? I'm fucking stressed. All right. So 30. And it doubles, right? So you can move 70?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to do that. Get off. There you go. All right, so I watch him go in a blaze of glory, and I barrel in a second. I watch him just become mincemeat. Charge, stay out. Get your head down, Tara. I'm coming.
Okay, and this one does nothing. And that takes us to Lorca.
Yep. I'm gonna flame on here. I'm gonna flame on.
Well, you're on fire, so the first thing you need to do is roll. I'll do it.
Okay.
So, let's see here. You take 2 damage. I'm sorry, roll armor. You get the roll armor for this.
Oh,
take 2 damage.
Shit.
And your stress goes up by 1.
Do you want me to change it?
Yeah, you change it. You do all the changes. Okay. So you can try and put yourself out with your slow action, or you can stand there on fire and try to turn them on fire too.
I was gonna say it's either kill or be killed kind of at this point. I mean, he's just gonna toast me again. So, or the only other thing I can do is pull back and hope shitbag. I mean, yeah. Can I walk backwards and fire? Like getting out of that spot?
So you got a fast action and a slow action. Fast action can be used for movement. Slow action has to be used to put your fire out. Slow action is also an attack.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I'll do that. I'll back out and then I'll put the fire out.
Okay, go ahead. And you get your 10 free feet movement. Don't forget about that either.
About where I'm gonna be right there.
Okay. And that takes us to Daniels.
Yeah, so I think I'm just going to post up here and I'm just going to cover their advance towards me. Sergeant Solaris and Tyrell.
Okay, sorry, give me 1 second.
I guess I'm on Overwatch. Yeah.
Okay. And so that takes us back to Shepard.
Great. So let's see if I can make it to anyone here. Darn, just kind of out. Is Lorca still on fire?
No, he is no longer on fire.
Okay, great. And he is hurt, right?
I mean, he's got. So Dolmatov is down. Lorca is injured.
I'm up. There you go. Let's start there.
Yeah.
Actually,
I can't make it to Dolmatov and help him this turn, so I'm going to stop next to Lorca and try and top him off a little bit.
Next time, Lorca, you need to make sure you take your health down because yours should be at 0 right now.
My health is at 0.
Yeah, so you should have been broken.
Oh.
Which means no movement, no whatever. But we'll hit that up next time. So make sure you take your health down whenever I tell you take damage.
Okay. If he's broken now, though, I can...
Yeah, we're going to mark him down as broken now. Yep.
Okay, great. So I'm going to go down there and get down, try to treat some of these burn wounds and get him back up and fighting.
Okay.
So that's just a medical roll?
Yep.
Great. Do I need to add any modifiers to that?
Nope. Okay, so that puts Lorca at 1 health. Or I'm sorry, 2 health. 1 plus 1 for that thing. Okay, and so that takes us back up to me.
I regret advancing.
Roland, give me a mobility check.
Okay.
Roll panic. Roll panic.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
All right, Roland. If you want to go up a stress, I'll let you coup de grace this person as they come out.
Yeah, for the sake of everyone else here, I mean, that's, as far as Roland's backstory, he looks at his little talon bracelet, his signature item on his wrist, and doesn't hesitate. Takes this guy out immediately.
Okay. So that is going to take us out of combat, and we're going to take a 5-minute bio break because that took a little bit longer than I thought. So let me go ahead and put us over to our Be Right Back screen. We'll take a 5-minute break. We'll come back, and we will continue outside of combat. So be right. And we are back. So let us take a look at what we got going on here. So where we left off was that our corpsman, Shepard, had just got PFC Lorca back up onto his feet. Thankfully, his injuries weren't nearly as bad as they previously appeared to be. You can go ahead on your guys' tokens. You can remove the dead thing, whatever it is. I don't know how to. There it is. So, Roland Davis had just aced one of these UPP operatives as they came through the door. The motion tracker at Lorca's waist is still pinging that there is somebody in the room, though. And so I will let you all go ahead and start picking up where you left off.
Well, I'll start by rushing over and helping Dolmatov get back on his feet.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
I would immediately peek in the room.
So you see down towards the south, the one that you had shot right off the bat and blown their leg off is slowly crawling their way across the ground. Did you push that, or did you just roll that?
Twice for some reason.
Yeah.
No, I clicked it once and it didn't go, so I clicked it again. Sorry.
Okay. You clicked it like 8 times. There it is. Let me get rid of these really quick.
Oh no!
There we go.
The first one was just a single success.
Do you want to push that?
No, we'll just get him back on his feet.
Oh, he just 1 health point. That's all he needs. Let's see here, Dolmatov. Dolmatov, go ahead and increase your health by 1, and go ahead and get rid of that token, so he gets you back up on your feet. So if you right-click on your token, and then the thing that says immediately to the right, assign status effects, that's how you get rid of that. It's the first one. So Roland, you see this person crawling across the ground. They have a pistol in their hand.
All right. Drop the weapon.
The operative rolls over onto their back, sees you standing there, and then reaches up and takes their helmet off. And it's a female. And she has brownish hair. She looks very, very, very clean. Like she came from a life of luxury. And she stares at you for a minute as you aim down at her. And she's looking back at you, and she still has the pistol in her hand. And finally, she simply says to you,
"The mother will come for you all."
And then she puts the gun up to her head and pulls the trigger.
Well, we had one alive in here still, but she just offed herself.
While they're doing that, I'm going to continue moving towards Tyrell and help him up and drag him to the elevator.
Yeah, he's cool. Wounded, but not very much. I mean, his armor sucked up a lot of that.
Okay.
Now, he's still on his feet, moving. He's fine. He's like, Lucha, fuck, man. Fucking crazy-ass UPP mother... Fucking just running around shooting fucking people. What the fuck, man?
All right, we got to get this broad on the line here. She doesn't think that we're who we say we are. I got to collect my squad. Daniels, stay here with him. Make sure they get that broad's card. I'm going to go see what's going on down here. I come across the comms. Davis, you got a sit rep.
This room's clear, but there's 2 more in here that need to be cleared.
2 more what?
Rooms.
Roger that.
I don't have eyes to the northeast.
Roger that. Stand fast. Do we take any injuries?
Yeah, Dolmatov and Lorca aren't looking so great over here. Shepard's taking care of it.
Shepard, what do you got going on?
Lorca's Lorca is stable, Sarge. Dolmatov is kind of rough.
What's kind of rough?
I'm letting you guys do whatever you're doing. I'm just here.
Order, Sarge.
All right, Daniels, help him get on that line there. Shepard, do what you can to get him back on his feet. You keep overwatch there, Davis.
Here, Dolmatov, hold still a second. I'm gonna give him the spray wound sealant as well.
Okay.
So that's 1 HP for you, Dolmatov.
Okay, so bump up one there, old Dolmatov. So Daniels, you're able to get a hold of her again, easy. She's kind of like waiting patiently.
I have Terrell on the line here, ma'am, so that you can verify your identity. Tyrell, motion him to get over here. I've been obviously very awkward about this. Like, I just got pissed off.
I'm just pissed off.
I'm just pissed off. Just like, fuck, I have to like cater to this right now.
So he comes up to the comm and he's still got his M41. He reloads it and he goes, Miss Reed, there are Marines down here. You need to get them up there. They need that key card so that we can get these assholes out of here. There's a long pause. And then finally,
well, you and those crazies stay down there. You're not coming up here. You can send the Marines up, but not you. You stay down there.
Tyrell rolls his fucking eyes really hard. Like this chick is doing this during this time. It's like, but he looks at Daniels like, what am I gonna do?
Right. Roger that. Get that lift down here, and we'll get that key card down here, and we'll be on our way.
So the lift comes down. No problem.
Fucking.
All right, I go over the comms if they can't. I mean, I guess I could shout, but I'll just go over the comms. I have the lift down. We're ready when the team's ready.
Roger that. Shepard, what's going on with Dolmatov here?
I am up now.
All right.
Thanks to our medic.
Squad, let's fall back. Let's get into that lift.
Just try to take it easy, big guy. You're still held together with duct tape here.
Look at Solaris go. Woohoo!
I kick this UPP guy as I go by his body.
Nice. He doesn't move.
No.
We can all fit in there, can't we?
You can fit 4 of you in there. There's a lift immediately right next door to this. It's like, imagine the station mirrored to the opposite side. There is another lift right there, so you can take both lifts up.
Hey guys, you guys smell that? It's me. I'm medium rare right now.
Shit. All right, let's get in this lift. Let's go.
Hi.
Time's wasting.
I got time to listen to this.
I pass Solaris when I walk into this lift, and I say, I hope all of our engagements aren't like that, Sarge.
Yeah, that was pathetic. You Marines know better. You do this a lot better than that.
I mean, if I was there, you wouldn't have any problems. But I mean, you had the 10-year private over here.
Where were you, Daniels? Were you out hiding again?
Oh, out hiding my ass! I'm trying to get this lift down here. All right. Look, I did it. So, kiss my ass.
I hate that you did it. Shepard, get in the lift.
So as Shepard's about to get in, what's that? Go ahead. No,
just gonna say it's almost like we needed a superior officer to coordinate us a little better.
I just shoot a really nasty look towards him.
Somebody just got a rival. So as Shepard's about to get in, Tyrell grabs him by the arm, and he says, "I'm going to meet with the gladiators. Please come back down here and help us whenever you get done. Okay, these guys are nuts, And if this is the end, like, we're going to be able to get out of here, we're going to have to get everybody. I will go and start gathering them up, but please come back down here. Do not leave us with these crazy asses, okay?
Hey, man, we're all getting out of here alive. Don't you worry.
I'm going to go meet with them now. Be careful up there. These are the elites, if you get my drift, and there's some fucking weirdos up there.
Gotta cock the flamethrower on my shoulder and tell him, well, we're pretty elite ourselves, so.
Oh, God. Bourgeoisie scum.
No offense, but two of you just got taken down, so I don't know. And he heads out.
That's it.
All right, just go talk to your gladiator friend.
Rip!
Spit out. I reach over and push the button.
So the door closes and immediately elevator music starts. You know.
Yeah, when we get there, guys, let me do the talking. Let's just say I have some rich family members.
It sounded like you had formed
as
a
we're moving
rapport
up
with
the
this lady,
elevator, Sean, I'm gonna do my best in a solid command voice to calm our guys down with my little speech. Ben, I know that was a really hairy situation. You guys fought well. We're gonna keep doing what we do. We're a new squad together, so we're learning how each other works. We're Marines, and we're gonna see this through, and we're gonna all come back home.
Wow, everyone seems to be resounding. That's a resounding success. It's like they're just captivated. Go ahead and roll a command check. I hope you panic. I'm sorry.
Me too.
Right?
Oh no!
My God.
Roll panic.
Oh no!
We got fear of public speaking. Like, what the hell?
Roll it.
Panic. You mean stress?
Yeah, roll stress.
Hey, you threw me off.
Oh, God.
What the fuck? Just shut up. We don't want to talk about this.
So it's basically kind of counteracting one another. You know, you give your speech, but everyone's just still hepped up from the fight, and you know, especially Davis's last words before you got on the lift. You know, about command leadership being there to help. Didn't help anything, but it didn't make it worse.
That's good.
That's really good.
Yeah, whatever you say, Sarge.
So the lift kind of moves its way up. There's a moment where there's a hiss of atmosphere, and then the door opens. And you see a series of people waiting for you. Two of them look like they're some type of security officers. They have pistols in hand. That would be Sky, this one, and Armand, this one. They both look like they're security officers. They're uniformed. Everyone else here is probably has... Yeah, I know. I brought the eyebrow lady in. I missed her eyebrows, dude. I could marry those eyebrows.
Me too.
So, the other four are probably wearing more in clothes than you will ever make in your entire lifetime. They are all extremely well dressed. They all look very well fed. And they don't look that stressed out for the situation that's occurring. They're all very curious, though.
Let's funnel out. So
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going? Can we get past you here? We gotta...
Yeah, they move out of your way. And
okay.
So the one that
lady in charge in here.
So that would be this one right here. She, as you come out, she kind of steps back and looks each of you up and down and kind of like nods her head a little bit, like as if she agrees that you are in fact Marines. And she She kind of looks at Solaris and says,
Are you the one in charge?
Yes, ma'am. I'm Sergeant Solaris.
Shouldn't there be some type of an officer in charge of you?
Our officer is on board our ship outside of the station.
That's unfortunate. And so, you said you're what was your rank again? I'm sorry.
I'm a sergeant, ma'am.
Does that mean you didn't go to college?
Ma'am, we're here to help rescue you, and I don't think college has anything to do with it.
On the contrary, I think that an educated person would probably be able to rescue us more than an uneducated person. So, all right, Sergeant. Let us discuss what is.
Sergeant.
Let's head back and go ahead and discuss this. Your men can actually rest. Please make sure not to disturb anything. I will ask one of the security guards to bring you food and water if you need it.
Yeah, we'd like to take a minute to relax here and let our stress kind of mellow out. We just came in contact with some of the UPP individuals.
And pardon me, ma'am, a couple of our men could really use medical attention. Do you have any medical supplies we could have access to?
Unfortunately, not on this level. The med bay is actually on the same level as operations. We don't have very much up here in terms of that. I can see what any of our... Oh, no, they just... The power units gave out yesterday. I was going to say maybe one of the droids could help you, but... Armand, do we have any type of equipment that might be able to help these gentlemen?
and so Armand here, one of the security guards, who looks actually a little fearful, kind of is like, I can see if any of the in any of the rooms there's any medication, but we kind of stay out of those rooms.
Show me where the room is. I'll go.
Well, they're on the opposite side of the station. We want to keep you all in the same kind of area, you know. Like, don't go running around here, okay?
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Show me where the room is.
Okay.
We don't want to disturb your palace up here.
That is me saying that I can't open two maps at the same time, shithead.
I thought it was just a hoity-toity.
You can't. I can't. I don't have enough.
Kindly folks.
I don't have enough RAM on my computer to open up two maps at the same time. I'm sorry. Okay. You can go exploring later and completely flaunt that in their face, but not right now, please.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's go relax for a minute here, collect ourselves. Let's get that card, miss. We get that card, please.
I will give you the card after we've discussed the situation and we make sure that we're all on the same level. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Right away. Let's do this. We don't have a lot of time.
Excuse me. You rude gentleman here?
The rude gentleman that was just talking to my security officer. Could you please excuse me? What is your name?
Go ahead.
Lorca. You need me to spell it for you?
Please. If you are able to spell. I'm not 100% sure.
Capital L. Mm-hmm. Give him the fucking card.
I'm sorry, but I think you have a misunderstanding of who is in charge on this station.
I'm just staring at her now.
And she is staring right back at you, has no fear whatsoever. Like
fucking Karen.
Like, she looks like if she had the opportunity, she would probably draw down on you.
How many of the people here are armed?
Only 2. And they only have pistols. This one and Sky. So Armand and Sky.
I'm just looking over to Sarge, waiting to see if he's gonna...
Yeah, I'm waiting for the go-ahead here.
Ma'am, listen. My guys just went through some shit. Let them chill. Give me the card. We have to get things moving. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck up here.
I'm sorry, do you know how to turn on any of the systems? Do you know where the systems are?
But we're going to talk about that.
Okay, we're going to talk about that, and you're going to follow in the directions that I want to go. I am not giving you my key card until we assert exactly what's going to be happening. Once we have talked about that, I will happily give you the card. But not until then. And if you try to take it from me, you're going to have a bad, bad day. I guarantee it.
Why are we going to have a bad day, man?
Oh, well, don't... Interfering with a Marine. Don't worry about it. I'll just keep that to myself since you seem to want to come up here and throw threats around instead of acting like soldiers of the United Americas.
All right, let's talk.
Dolmatov's still waiting on that other lift to come up the stairs. Or up the shaft there.
Yep, it's up there. You're all up there. Start piling out.
I'm not on the screen.
You're not? Yes, you are.
I don't see my guy.
He's in the... There he is.
See, he's right there.
Oh, I guess I got to refresh.
Yeah. I'm like, Dolmatov, you're right there.
That's why I didn't do anything. I was like,
Oh.
I guess I was just waiting.
Sorry. So this woman pushes right by Lorca, and she goes over here and she punches in a code to that door. It opens up. Anthony, I'm going to punch you right. Stop. Grow up. She heads on through. The rest of the Richies all seem to be going that way too. Oh God. I'm moving Solaris too. Oh, let's see here. Where
Should I take you? Where would you do the least amount of damage? Let's go this way.
And so the door opens, and your senses almost betray you. There's like a scent of grass and water. You hear running water, and there's just a little bit more of a dampness to the air, and it's insane when you come out of the hallway, because this area actually has clear through or see-through glass that lets you see the gas giant above you, and so it casts this green light into the area, and this is obviously why the high rollers are at the top, because this view is just almost awe-inspiring, so much so that all of your stress levels go down by 1.
Praise Jesus. Oh.
And so the security guard, as you come in, goes and locks the door.
Safety first up here in hoity-toity town.
So Armand ends up hearing that, and he kind of looks over and he's like, you don't know what's been happening up here. Shit's weird.
What do you mean shit's weird?
So as he says that, the female in charge looks at
him and says, Armand, what did we talk about?
And he just kind of like nods his head and he's like, yes, ma'am.
When they do that, I look over at Davis and I kind of tilt my head towards that guy. See if he's picking up what I'm putting down.
All right, yeah, I'm keeping eyes on him.
So where'd she go? Oh, there she is. So she goes and sits on the fountain. She's like,
I love this place. I think this is probably my favorite place on station.
That's lovely. It's a lovely place, ma'am. Thank you for inviting us into this beautiful solarium of sorts here. So let's talk about what it is you want.
yes, there is high-class liquor behind that bar, Roland.
Thank you. I grabbed some of that.
Yep. I mean, like, it's probably one bottle is more than what you'd make in a year.
All right. Yeah, I put a bottle.
Dolmatov is like, what?
If I have room.
Yeah, sure.
But I'm listening to the conversation.
Let me throw that into your equipment. Let's see here. I'll do that later. It's not that important. I'll do it though.
Yep.
So she looks over at Solaris and she kind of looks at the others and says,
So, what is your plan?
We're going to get the key card, get the operations, take control of the station, and then clear it out.
why not just stay up here with us until more reinforcements arrive?
We don't need reinforcements, man. We're the best of the best.
We are the reinforcements. I say as I'm pouring some scotch or something in a glass.
Any potential reinforcements are 2 weeks away.
And so she looks at you for a minute, and she's like, and then she looks over at Lorca, who's a crispy critter, and Dolmatov, who has obvious injuries, and she kind of like says,
"You're the best."
Listen,
yes, ma'am.
You'd be dead. We're still alive, and we got fucked up. So just do what we want.
I'm sorry. I don't seem to have any injuries whatsoever, and neither do my compatriots. We haven't had any issues.
Hey, I'll tell you what. How about we just unlock the station and let these guys come up, and then we'll see if your nice little green grass will stick around, and see how happy you'll be then with your fountains and all this other bullshit you got up here.
That's quite an idea. What was your name again? It began with an L. I'm sorry. I don't remember you because you're fairly insignificant to me. What was your name again?
Don't worry about it.
So I have an idea that sounds very similar to that. Why don't you take that thing with the little flame on the end, stick it up your ass, and pull the trigger, and maybe we'll see the same thing happen.
Can I knock her in the back of the head now?
if you want.
Okay. I'm going to knock her in the back of the head.
Close combat.
Where are we at here? There we are. Close combat. Oh, that's good because I have 0.
And then her combat mods kick in and
yeah.
She's got like the mantis arms that pop out.
yeah.
So the minute that you hit her in the head, the Armand immediately rushes forward and points a pistol right at your fucking head, point blank. Sky has one pointed directly at you as well.
I point my pulse rifle at Armand. Head.
And so Armand says, "You can shoot me, but I'll take him out first."
Yeah, but not before I take you out with my big smart gun there, buddy.
That's okay. Your friend will die because he's an asshole that can't keep his hands to himself amongst respectable people.
So are we here to rescue these rich assholes, or are we shooting them?
Lower your weapon, Armand. Last chance.
Do it.
That guy just walked out of the room.
Davis, you're supposed to be doing your job. Or not Davis, Daniels. You're supposed to be doing your job and making sure these people don't escape.
Fuck it. Single shot right to the head.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to remind you about rules of engagement. If you kill a civilian, your bad shit's going to happen to you. I'm just telling you, because that's too fucked up.
Don't do it.
All right, I won't do it. Armand, lower your shit.
Have your friend apologize.
I'm sorry for hitting your loud lady friend.
Okay, I'm going to grapple Armand and put my combat knife up against his throat.
Okay, if you fail this roll, he's going to pull the trigger.
When's the alarm?
When's the alarm?
When's the alarm?
Is right now.
Okay, go ahead and roll close combat.
Dolmatov, I love you, baby.
Okay, you grab it and you pull the knife, you grab his hand, and his gun goes upwards, and immediately Sky turns as Solaris is turned and puts a gun to his head and says, she's like,
Let him go or I'll shoot your sergeant, I swear to God! You assholes come up here and start hitting people and pointing guns at people? Are you fucking civilized or what?
You need to drop your weapon now, or else I'll slit his throat.
She pulls the trigger and kills. She pulls the trigger and kills Solaris. No, I'm kidding. No. So go ahead and Dolmatov, do me a manipulation check.
Oh, this is good.
She just kind of looks at you and laughs. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Maybe she'll actually show her stress review up there. Her health is up to there. Manipulation. So the gun sitting next to Solaris's head starts going like this. But she doesn't drop it. But I mean, it's like, it's literally rattling. It's so loud.
Dolmatov just smacks the gun out of this guy's hand as he's got control of him, and then kicks it off to the left, and then tosses him forward and starts walking towards her.
As he does that, I'm going to do my best to knock the gun out of her hand.
Close combat.
While they're doing that, I'm moving to the left because my tracker starts making sounds.
Oh my god.
Roll panic.
Literally the worst fucking sergeant.
Yeah, you are.
You got the nerve.
Wow. So that's, let's see here, Lorca, Dolmatov, and Shepard all go up by 1 stress. And your stress level goes up by 1 too, Solaris. And you miss! And so as you try to grab her pistol, she kind of wigs out a little bit. And she tries to backhand you with it at -2. So Solaris goes for the gun. Sky kind of freaks out a little bit and tries to pump him in the mouth with the pistol and misses. So at this point in time, the woman in charge is like, do I have this still set up? Please tell me I still have this set up. And I need to get that going again. Hear the motion sensor ping?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And get down there. She's like, stop! Stop! Just stop! Put your guns away! She's pointing at her two security guards. And she kind of rubs her head and she looks at Lorca like she's going to remember him. And says, "Fuck. Stop! You are supposed to represent the United Americas. We are not your enemy. The enemy is downstairs. Now stop it!"
Listen, lady. Give us the card. Tell us what you want. We need to move.
All right, if that's the way you want to be, here's the card. And she hands it to you. And then she smiles.
Thank you. What else do I need to know?
I gave you the card. That's what you asked for.
Okay.
Now show a little bit of fucking respect and maybe we can work together.
I look over at Lorca and... All right, what's next?
Tell me what your plans are.
We're going to go to the operations station and take control of the space station.
So you're just going to traipse through the UPP. You're going to... What about us? What are we doing?
You can hang out here in your luxury apartment.
I can't lock it down without the key card.
Well, I'll lock it down from outside.
Doesn't work that way. It has to be used up here to lock things down.
Well. Daniels, you're muted.
Thanks. I was going to say, I can potentially take a look at one of the systems up here, Sarge, and see if I can bypass or find an override.
Yeah, let's do that. Here's the card.
Do you have a master console up here, ma'am?
There's a console in the brothel to the north.
Is it the console used to lock down the system?
No, but it does have access to the system.
Very well. Sarge, am I heading up forward into the brothel?
Yeah, go for it. Take someone with you.
Shepard? You want to take along?
So, sure. Lorca, you're not, because I lost the motion tracker. You're getting two motion tracker pings up this way.
Oh my god. Davis, Lorca, Dolmatov, go to the elevator. I don't think we locked it down when we came back up.
I imagine this is the terminal.
That is the terminal.
Sarge, the door is locked. They locked us in.
Ma'am, did you lock
I'm
down
sorry.
that
Do you
elevator?
need something now all of a sudden?
Miss Reach, did you lock the lift after we came up?
Yes.
Are you certain?
I am not an idiot like you and your friend.
Will you allow my Marines to go check?
No.
We're getting multiple pings on our motion tracker.
That doesn't make any sense. The floor is locked down, and everyone that is still up here is... Wait. Where did Ian go?
Who's Ian?
Younger
Lorca, I need a
guy.
direction on those pings.
Younger guy, kind of looked a little John Lennon-y.
Where are these pings coming from, Lord?
Is Andy talking? Because he might be muted.
You're muted too. You guys double check your mute.
Oh, I was. Sorry. I was
Dolmatov, I think you're
talking
muted
this whole
too.
fucking time. Northwest, long range, 2.
Somewhere up here.
Are you the only ones on this floor?
I mean, Ian was here. I don't know where he went.
Northwest.
Anyone else unaccounted for?
No, everyone
Your
else should be in
Majesty.
here.
Dolmatov, Davis, move in with Shepard and Daniels. Lorca,
Closer.
watch that door to your west.
I have my flamer up at this point.
Yeah, I have mine up as well.
We got 3 doors up here. Sarge, ask her if there's any exit out of the rooms up here.
Miss, is there any exit out of the rooms in the north area there?
No, there shouldn't be. The brothel's on lockdown. There's no in or out. The only way in is through the garden here.
Okay.
So,
Lovely.
Davis, give me an observation check. So you got the trembles, and the reason why you got the trembles is because coming somewhere from the north, probably this way, over here, like maybe a little bit to the north, you hear... Ah!
There's some screams up here northwest. Dolmatov, get that door open. Alright. First room looks clear. Let's move. Sarge, we're pushing forward unless you say otherwise.
Roger that.
Dolmatov, there's another door back here. Back this way, Dolmatov.
Are you muted, Dolmatov? Are you talking, or are you just chugging around punching doors open?
It's locked.
We got a locked door back here, Sarge.
Daniels, get him in that door with that card.
I'm on
Things
it.
are still holding steady. Same spot. Haven't moved.
Is the motion tracker thing's up now, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay,
I'll
cool.
go stream in, and I'm here.
Okay, cool.
I lost one of the pings.
Wow. Go ahead.
Whoa. Door's
So
open.
you enter the room. What can you guys see? You guys see everything in there?
Yeah, bit of a torture area, looks like.
So, yeah, the scent of old blood comes out of this room, and it's just, there's something very off about it. The
BDSM.
Worse than that.
Hostile.
There's quite a bit of blood there. Old blood that has been cleaned, and it's just been present there. And it doesn't look like it's like android fake blood. It looks real, and there's torture tools all over the place. But one of the things that you do notice is that on top of the table, there is a fresh blood stain, and there's a grating that's sitting next to it. And from inside of that grating... Sorry, give me a second. Clicked on the wrong shit. You hear the following noise.
Mama, no.
Oh, shit.
And that is where we're going to cut it for today. So, ladies and gentlemen of Free League, thank you for stopping by. I'm going to go ahead and throw us onto our end screen here. We went a little bit over because of the technical difficulties. We hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you enjoyed the Marines. Sorry that we had the technical difficulties in the middle of the game. I do appreciate everyone who stood by. If you get a chance, make sure to stop by our channel, which is twitch.tv/tabletop anthologies, or you can check us out on Twitter at TT Anthologies. Also, I'd like to thank my Marines for providing an entertaining and interesting game today. Sergeant Solaris, played by Hermes. We have Lance Corporal Shepard, played by Jeremy. We also have our new bit, which is PFC Lorca, played by Dionysus. As always, the amazing PFC Dolmatov, played by Alpha Wolf Zero. And of course, we have our sniper, PFC Daniels, PFC Davis, played by Severian, and PFC Lance Daniels, played by Anthony. Whew, that's a mouthful. Been a fun game. The next game is not going to be this Sunday, but the following Sunday, which is the 25th. Until then, check out our channel for more shows like this. We play Morkborg, we play D&D, we play Judge Dredd, Anthony Paints sometimes.
Coming up Tuesday.
Morkborg on Tuesday. Check out our Discord. You can find our schedule on there. And once again, do my Marines have any last words before I end the stream?
Game over, man.
Goddamn Karen.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
Daniels? Dolmatov? I have a beautiful time. Dolmatov?
Yep, thank you for watching. Sorry I was down with the whole fight. So
It's sorry, too.
Do better next time.
Yep, do better next time. All right, and for all my Marines out there, Semper Fi, and we will see you next time.